downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.
Disclosures.
Lowe's has the brands pros trust to get the job done. You can now shop new Catalyst fencing solutions and save big when you do. 10% off when you buy in bulk. Plus, save $180 on a DeWalt 12-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw. Now just $449. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hey guys, it's Dusty Likens, and I have a new social media series called Range Bait that is up on all of 96.5 The Fan's social.
Midwest and Lennox are now offering up to $1,400 rebates on high-efficiency home comfort systems and 0% 60-month financing with approved credit on these qualifying Lennox systems. Every day, we strive to meet the highest standards in the industry, yours. But we are human. If we make a rare mistake, we make it right. And right away. That's what Bill instilled in all of us. Now the third generation stands on the shoulders of the past, improves on it, and passes it on to the next. Give us the chance to earn your business. Just dial 943-8787 or go to MidwestHeating.com. Trust your air to the best. Midwest. Midwest Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mac Maury, and I wanted to let you know that I've started a new social media series called Mac's Minute. Real original, right? It gets released every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on our station's Instagram and Twitter accounts, plus YouTube Shorts. I'll give you my best take in 60 seconds on the biggest stories in sports and Kansas City. Make sure to follow on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe on YouTube. Watch Mac's Minute every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on our social media platforms. This is Kansas City's FM sports station, 96.5 The Fan.
Kansas City, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can watch all your favorite shows right from your phone, computer, or tablet. Every day, we stream the shows live on YouTube, plus clips from the biggest moments and biggest guests. Hit that subscribe button so 96.5 The Fan goes right to the top of your feed. In your car, follow us on Instagram for behind-the-scenes content at The Fan 965. This is your home for Kansas City HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, the Odyssey Sports Station.
The Royals aren't back.
We're back, baby. Winning the division.
Jack Caglione has arrived. The confidence, the swagger, the everyday play. Thank you, Royals. Now we get to enjoy this superstar.
The 1-1. Caglione drills it high in the air, deep right field. His bat ablaze. It's a homer over the Royals bullpen. A Caglione clout on his own bobblehead night.
There it is, the man, the myth, the legend, the prospect, the stud, the 6'5", 250, size 17-foot superstar in waiting. I know that I'm hard. Has arrived. His bat ablaze.
Was Denny off that inning?
I think so.
Okay.
Ryan's call very similar.
Okay, his bat ablaze.
No, but it was like it was a CAG blast on bobblehead night. So
I don't mind a CAG blast. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Ryan could pull that one off, a CAG blast. I kind of like that, but man, that was a hell of a home run he hit.
I mean, it was
last night.
great.
Stars being stars. I mean, you
Correct.
wonder why they won last night. We've been saying that all year long, not just with the Royals, but with every team. Stars got to be stars, and we saw stars last night. We saw Jalen Brunson be a star last night. We saw Anthony Edwards be a star last night. We saw Cags be a star last night. You know, we saw
Wemby
Vinny.
was a star. He had 6 blocks.
He had 12 total.
Yeah, but he had 6 with 8 minutes left in the first half.
but was also 0 for shooting the 3-point shot, and combined with him and De'Aaron Fox, they were like 10 of 100 last night. I mean,
not his game to shoot threes.
Yeah, but why take 8 of them? Why post up behind the arc 8 times and go 0 for 8?
I mean, Rudy Gobert did his job. Yeah, I agree. He needed to play better, but it was a great defensive game. But
defensive game, right? Absolutely, right. But it's a playoff game. You got to find ways to win. You know, those postseason games.
Their setting in that arena was absolutely beautiful.
It looked like 1985 all over again.
The color scheme of the shirts and the crowd, the
great.
court.
Yeah. They did a wonderful job.
Too
except
bad it
for
didn't mean
winning.
anything.
Yeah, I mean, you got to win the damn game. I mean, my God, that's a big loss for San Antonio, fellas. With Anthony Edwards coming back the way that he did, you know, Willis reading this thing off the bench and dropping 18 last night. Like that's a star being a star. In sports, we focus so much on the bottom half of orders or the bottom third of an order or the 53rd player, the Daniel Sorensens, the Jack Cochrans we talked about yesterday. Like, those guys are totally irrelevant. It's about the stars being the stars. And when your stars are stars, you win. Last night, everybody who's a star for the Royals was a star last night. They won a pretty nice ball game last night. You saw the basketball last night, too. Both games, the stars were stars in those games. It's not the 12th man. It's not the guy who's hitting ninth. It's not the guy who's a part-time player. It's your stars being stars. And if your stars aren't stars, you're not going to win in any sport.
Yeah, it was definitely great. Man, I don't know, 16 and 19s, that's a lot of baseball, but like that seemed like kind of the most complete game I think I've seen all season, at least at home. And I'm sure there's been a couple others in this season along that there's been complete games, but man, Waka was just efficient. And Matt Strom does his job. The offense did their job.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball crushed. High in the air. Deep left field. It is his third long ball of the year. That cuts the deficit in half. It's a 2-1 game in the bottom of the 4th inning. Is that related to The Ohio State University?
No, the Facebook.
Oh, the Facebook?
Yeah, Timberlake told you to drop the. But I want to say that, like, when you look at this team now, and we'll get to some other news that was kind of devastating to see after all this. Noah Cameron will miss tonight's start with like some back tightness,
That's
which
not good.
not great.
He hasn't been great this year. Should have traded him in the offseason.
Might have given you some indication of maybe why the ERA is so high, why the efficiency isn't where it was last year. Also, there's a lot more video out on Noah Cameron in the league than there was as a rookie season.
It's about adjusting. I thought he did a great job last year of adjusting to the league. This year, obviously,
I don't think he was healthy this year.
Yeah, probably
Clearly
not.
not.
Yeah, clearly not. If he's got some back stuff going on, but the back is a terrible thing to have to worry about because it never goes away. It just doesn't. That's the worst injury. At least the knee, you can repair it and get back out there. Those back injuries, man, they linger and linger and linger.
And what's been interesting is that you speak of the back, the pitching has been carrying this team, I don't know, for the first half or first month of the season. And it was like, when is the offense going to show up? We talked about it yesterday a little bit. Consistency's nice. I mean, they moved Jack down one spot. Lane Thomas hits in that spot, but it didn't affect the order. It didn't affect, and that's one thing that I can always say is that winning makes vibes immaculate. Like when you're winning, everybody feels great. And the Royals go down 2-0 last night, and then they don't have any hits in the first 3 innings, and then it was just Bobby Witt Jr. hits a home run, then it's click, 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 and then Cags hits a towering shot. Basically the same home run Bobby hit, but to right field.
Yeah.
And the place is going nuts, and everything's that way. And then Michael Wacha just shut it down. And I think the things that I saw last night that at least explain it to me, Michael Wacha is, without a doubt, the ace of your staff. You will go as far as Michael Wacha can go. Now, I don't know if he can hold up all year. I know he's definitely getting older, and so we'll see the stamina throughout the year. But he's the ace of your staff, and Q told us last Wednesday if he could throw anybody Game 7, who's he putting on the slab? Michael Wacha. That, as of right now, if this team does make the playoffs, he will pitch Game 1 or whatever game of importance at the time. The other thing is that the offense and the power has arrived. And that's one thing we wanted to see. Vinny's power, Bobby's power, Jack's power, all of that. And now they're starting to timely hit. Like, that's not really a make sense sentence, but last night they're more.
Well, they weren't timely hitting the first month of the season. Situational hitting.
They're patient. They're not trying to do too much. They seem like a team that is a cohesive unit right now, and I hope they keep rolling. Again, they go for it again tonight. They've won 4 in a row, and last night's game was a lot of fun.
Well, and that's what they just have to keep doing. And I don't like the fact that Watka is the ace of the staff. I really want it to be a younger guy, because Michael Watka is going to be gone in a year or so. And so you want one of these younger guys to be the ace of the staff, but nobody's taking the reins of that right now, right? Noah Cameron, obviously, he's got his injury. Bubic is trying to, but I think he's probably a likely guy to be traded as well, this offseason. I think, he's going to be a free agent anyway, so you're probably not going to be able to re-sign Bubic. So for him to be the ace of the staff is great for the short term, but for the long term, you'd love it to be Cole Reagans, but I don't know where we are with Cole Reagans right now. He's kind of taken a step backwards as well. So you have to ride, the hot hand that you have. And right now, Michael Watka seemingly could be that guy and would love it to be, Noah Cameron. I'd love it to be Cole Reagans. I'd love it to be Bubic on a long-term deal. But hey, here we sit. And so we'll take what we can get right now. But Michael Watka pitched great yesterday. And again, timely hitting from your stars. And that's what this league, this game, sports is all about. It's about the big-time players coming through in the important moments. I mean, we were talking about it before the show. You said to me, who's more excited, Knicks fans or Yankee fans right now? And I kind of hummed and hawed a little bit. And I go, call me in October and let's talk about what Aaron Judge is doing. Because right now, it doesn't matter. It's the stars being the stars in the big-time moments. If Aaron Judge is a star in October, then the conversation shifts and everybody's excited because of what they're doing from a playoff standpoint. I think it's fun right now to watch what the Yankees are doing, home run after home run after home run after home run. But then October rolls around, will your stars be stars? That's why we're looking at that basketball postseason right now. Everything that happened in the regular season, you throw out the window, who's going to be a star? And we saw a lot of stars show up to play last night all over the sports landscape. And so that's what you have to remember. As long as your stars are being stars, you're going to win a lot of games.
I think that's one thing that Vern always said, too, when we'd interview him. He's like, he'd be like, hey, how come the lineup's not changing? He goes, what's not changing is Garcia, Bobby, and Vinny.
Yeah.
Once they hit, and Sal, once they do that, then that's one focus, too. So, I don't know. I think, Mac, are the Royals back yet, or are they still not back?
Not back.
Not back yet. No, I'm with Mac, too, yeah.
Hey, well, since I've said that on Friday, they've won 4
in a row for you guys to be back.
Gotta be about 500.
Greedy-ass fans.
Yeah. No,
my reverse psychology is working. That's really what
I love that.
My bits.
Yeah, they're listening to you.
At this point, it's a bit, and I'm just going to write it.
Absolutely, and as you should. Absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised, Bob. Yeah.
What's that? If they're listening, and that's probably true. Did Vinny text you or something? I don't like the fact that you guys are. Was Cag's Pizza home run? Is that what we calling that? The pizza pie home run? What was that?
The Blaze bat.
His ball was on the slice of a pizza going out of Kauffman Stadium. Is that what that call was?
I don't get this reference. What now?
What did he say in that call?
He's referencing the bobblehead they gave out last night.
1-1. Caglione drills it high in the air, deep right field. His bat ablaze. It's a homer over the Royals bullpen. A Caglione clout on his own bobblehead night.
I wish we could find that stat of how many people have hit a home run on their bobblehead.
Seems like everybody.
And the only reason I say that is because Vegas knew. Caglione's home run props all year, or anytime home run, have been along the lines of plus 600 and plus 750. Last night it was plus 379. Right?
Classic.
Yeah. And I looked at Gold. I'm like, it's 379. He goes, it's bobblehead night. And I was like, you're right. Every time there's a bobblehead with some sort of power, I think Vladdy Jr.'s done it. I think Ohtani's done it 3 times. I think that Salvador Perez has done it for the Royals. The one that he had it looked like a ceramic bubble blowing out of his mouth that he always had. And then Cags did it last night. So it's kind of interesting to know if they had a number on how many times.
But so there's no official stat, according to Gemini, about this for how many players have hit a home run on their own bobblehead night, primarily because it happens with enough frequency that it isn't treated as a rare or cumulative milestone.
All right, well, then that's enough for me.
And so they get notable bobblehead night performances. Shohei Ohtani's had multiple memorable. Anthony Rizzo, Jose Ramirez, Ellie De La Cruz. Mm-hmm. In short, there isn't a specific count because it's essentially a fun, reoccurring coincidence that happens across the league in every season. I mean, that's crazy. Like, it does. Every time somebody has a bobblehead night, it seems like, they're hitting a home run. So I guess that's maybe a little sneaky little bet for you. Find out who's giving a bobblehead away each night around baseball, and then put some money on that person to hit a home run. That's a great deal. I thought he said his bat was like the ball was on pizza or something like that on his bat. I don't know. And then what was the second part of Cag's what?
Clout.
Cag's clout.
Somebody says Anthony Volpe did it last year too. So
Did he?
He's only home run in New York. Yeah.
Wow,
that poor guy, man. He needs out of there.
I mean, that's a bad situation for him. I was watching some stuff about that yesterday, and people were like, now you got to bring him up in the right situation. You're bringing him up now when he's winning. You can't insert him back into that lineup, so you got to wait till you're losing. He may never come back up for the Yankees this year. I don't know. I say that, but it could be up Tuesday.
Yeah, Yankees fans ruined that kid.
I think so.
He's the next Jeter.
Well, the Yankees ruined him, though, too. I mean, they didn't stop that train.
That's fair.
They didn't stop that train. Just because you're a
hard to
shortstop
stop
that grew up in
Yankee
New
train.
Jersey doesn't mean you're going to be the next Derek Jeter. It's like not every quarterback in Kansas City is going to be the next Mahomes' parents. I hate to tell you that.
What?
Yeah, it's true.
No.
Yeah, your quarterback son is not going to be
Get
Patrick
ready.
Mahomes.
My son's going to be.
Oh,
a
yeah.
killer.
Get
ready, Bob.
Yeah, I've seen you in the parking lot.
Max off.
I'm not gonna have a son. I got a vasectomy at 18. That was my one birthday wish. Joke or not, you'll never know. Coming up next, I think Detroit celebrated in a disgusting way. I'm talking about upper management yesterday. Plus, Royals got a top prospect, according to ESPN. 96.5 The Fan, you're home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Tune in to hear Royals insider Josh Vernier every Monday at 8:20
Professor Vernier sitting up here, bloviating.
on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control are wanting your yard to look as good as ours. And that's what they say all the time. No, I say that because they made our yard look amazing. I can't believe how great our yard looks because of the folks over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. And when I say our yard was a disaster area, that's kind of an understatement about how bad our yard really was. I mean, there were trees, there were roots, there were weeds, there were dandelions. It was just an absolute mess. There was no grass whatsoever. And so I called Aspen and I said, hey, let's go. See what you can do out here. And they're like, we can handle this. And they did. They took our yard and made it the best on the block. Gone are the weeds, the dead spots, and all of those dandelions this time of year. And when you look at Aspen right now, think about the pest control side of things because that's going to keep your yard free of the mosquitoes, the fleas, and the ticks. And that allows you to stay outside and keep your pets outside and safe as well. Right now, Aspen's going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Spring is here, and if you're still feeling exhausted with no energy and no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low-T Center. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone, and at the Low-T Center, you can book your free testosterone test to see if you qualify for TRT customized to your body by expert providers. Choose self-pay or insurance. You can even have your treatment shipped to your door. Low-T Center has got some of the highest quality testosterone, and the providers tailor it to you so you know it's effective. Put the spring back in your step. Head to lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com and book your TRT appointment today.
This Mother's Day, treat all of the moms in your life like a queen. No, wait, an empress. With a little help from Ivy. Surprise her with a stunning floral arrangement, or choose from dozens of gift cards for some retail therapy. Then bring the whole family to brunch at the Hy-Vee Market Grill. Just $19.99 for adults, $6.99 for children 6 to 12, and kids 5 and under eat free. Just one stop for endless options to crown her queen for the day. Only at Hy-Vee.
Moms are the most important people in our life, and she deserves to be honored on Mother's Day. This year, treat your mom to an amazing brunch at Hy-Vee with fresh eggs, crispy bacon and sausage, biscuits and gravy, fresh fruit, sweet treats, and so much more. You can bring the whole family for just $19.99 for adults, $6.99 for kids 6 to 12, and kids 5 and under eat free. It's Mother's Day brunch at Hy-Vee. They have everything to honor mom. So make this Mother's Day the most memorable ever, only at Hy-Vee.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Mia from the Winnings Desk. Every Missouri lottery ticket helps support Missouri public education. Over $8 billion and counting. I was going to list every school, but yeah, there's over 2,400 of them. See the full list at molottery.com/education. Play it forward and play responsibly.
This is the Game of the Week report, brought to you by Hyundai.
Pro Golf is returning to the Philly area May 11th through the 17th. The 108th edition of this major tournament is back in Newton Square for the first time since 1962, featuring the 156 top golfers who will compete on a par 70 course and is expected to attract over 200,000 spectators.
The Game of the Week report is brought to you by the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Learn how it's so much more than just another SUV at HyundaiUSA.com.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is just driving the kids to soccer practice. Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space.
Come on, guys. Mill cleats on a seat.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. That's 562-314-4603.
FanDuel can make watching the NBA playoffs more exciting because right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. That's right. Turn $5 into $150 in bonus bets just for getting started. FanDuel makes it easy to get closer to all the action, from player props on your favorite stars to stats and trends. FanDuel has all the tools you need to back them up. It's everything you need all in one app. So don't miss your shot. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. Bet on the players you love the way you want. Visit FanDuel.com/local. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. Play your game. FanDuel Sportsbook's the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 and over in President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. First, online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more. Visit our inventory at ShawneeMissionFord.com.
Hey, it's Cole, and I have exciting news. Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. Over at Shawnee Mission Ford, you pay what they pay, and you still get the rebates and incentives offered by Ford, along with the top trade-in value from Shawnee Mission Ford, who's on a mission to do more in 26.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side, Grandview into Belton, 49 southbound, very heavy with construction. You hit delays a little before 140th Street, and it's quite slow down past Missouri 150, back to posted speeds at 155th Street. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Royals win their fourth in a row. They are 16-19, a game and a half out of first place, and they're 8-2 in their last 10. They are so back. I know that I'm hard. I'll be here when you guys are ready, and I understand. You trust me. I get where you're coming from. I'll be here because I was the opposite during Chiefs season. You guys were like, when they get there, we'll be here. Mm-hmm. So hopefully a different result. But welcome into 96.5 The Fan. Soggy Tuesday. Bob Fescoe, Mac Morey, Dusty Liggins with you. NBA playoffs. So there's 4 series going on right now, right? How many do you want to take? I'll give you 1.5. Go 7 games.
I'll take the over.
Okay.
Think go 2
Yeah,
at least.
At
go
least,
7.
yeah. I think after San Antonio losing last night, that one's kind of destined probably to go 7 now.
I think Philly, New York will be better. But I think Philly was tired.
Yeah, they were really tired.
And you aren't losing game 1 in the Garden.
No,
You're just
no.
not losing
But
that
I
game,
mean, they got destroyed. But again, they did play Saturday night, and
And 7 games.
But people complain about the rest, right? They say, oh wow, the rest is good, and then when people get rest, they're like, wow, it's too much rest. You know,
I
it's
think
like
rest.
no,
No, I think
no, rest.
No, I think Mac told me that this morning. He's like, I don't think you should judge game 1. He's like, they were tired. He goes, let's see how they do when they get into, game 2, game 3.
But are they ever going to get untired? Like the Knicks are always going to have that extra, rest,
now they don't have to
right?
travel.
Even
there's
though
no
travel,
Boston to New York isn't that. I mean, you would know more than anybody how quick of a flight
Philly,
that is.
Yeah, but it's 9. I mean, it's a 90-minute car ride. They won't even bus. They won't even fly that thing. So I mean, there's no travel involved. So that's why, they were tired, yes, but now they're all playing at the same time. How do you get over that untiredness, if you will? You know what I'm saying? It's like oh yeah, they were tired, but they're not going to be less tired as this thing continues to move on. They're still going to have all these games that are stacked in front of them, and there's no real time to get that rest. Now, you hope the Knicks maybe will get tired and wear themselves down a little bit, but when you win a game by almost 40 points last night, you can empty your bench. You can let other guys play in that type of situation. So I think right now, I think we'll take 2. I'll take 2 series, probably going over the 1.5 when it comes to game 7. Who they are, I don't know.
Would you be more confident in that or more confident that OKC sweeps the Lakers?
I'd be more confident that OKC sweeps the Lakers, I think, right now.
Brian, you don't think they get the gentleman's sweep?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay,
2.
that's fair.
I'll go 2-7. A sweep is so hard.
Oh yeah,
A sweep is so difficult.
But
we take it for granted.
in
And
any
LeBron
sport.
James is not going to let himself get swept. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
And I didn't think Anthony Edwards was going to be back until game 3. He was back game 1. Luka Doncic, we'll see, man. If he comes back in this series,
That's not happening. At least they can get Austin Reeves, maybe.
yeah. But I don't know. I didn't think Ant was going to be back near this quick. I don't know if Luka comes back, man. That is a more fun series. Yeah, Detroit and Cleveland will go 7. That's a prediction, and then San Antonio will go 7. And I mean, but I'll let you know, Bob. I put money on Philly to win the series, but I put money on New York to win last night. That's exactly how I thought last night was going to go. I think it's going to be a great series. I am watching Embiid, though. Last night took a huge shot to where he had his appendix surgery, and that stomach was setting a screen, just wasn't looking, probably wasn't flexing his torso. And Mikal Bridges just boom, shoulders straight to where he had his whole stomach cut open 3 weeks ago.
You say it was accidental or whatever. I mean, people know where your injuries are, right? I mean, there's gamesmanship involved in all.
Oh no, I think that was. I don't think that was accidental.
Basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think I was just saying Joel Embiid wasn't looking, so he wasn't flexing. So all of a sudden he's setting a screen.
Yeah, exactly.
So it really hurt.
You have a chance to take that blind side type of shot.
Do it.
You do it all the time. Hell, we did it on the playground. As kids, here comes this. He's not paying attention. Set the screen, and boom, down he goes.
Here comes Jersey Jerry.
Yeah, boom, knocked down to the ground. It's awesome, right? So
awesome.
Yeah, but
awesome.
I don't look. I don't think the Knicks are losing this series,
That's
man.
fair.
I feel like, and again, it's early, obviously. The way they disposed of the first round, now they're on and winning by 40 in the first game of this thing. It just feels. I'm not saying they're winning the championship at all, but it feels like that they are playing like a possessed team. Like the East is theirs to lose right now, I think, anyway. And so I think they're going to win the East. I think they're going to take care of business.
Yeah.
That Detroit-Cleveland thing is very interesting because that's a rivalry series. We probably don't know as much about that, but those are 2 cities that are big-time rivals. And so that could end up being a very interesting series, I think, from a fan perspective. I don't know about a player perspective, but from a fan perspective, I think it could be fun.
I think it'll be great if Detroit wins that series, and then you get Detroit and the Knicks.
Yeah.
Then we get some history.
That's 1 versus 2. That's the history.
Yeah.
That's all kinds of good
then
stuff.
It might get tough.
Oh, it'll get chippy.
Yeah.
It'll be physical.
Will it ever be?
That'll be
chippy?
great.
I mean, I hope they invite everybody back, like Lambier's in the crowd, Ewing's in the crowd,
but they don't bring
Oakley's in
Isaiah
the crowd. Isaiah Thomas can stay away.
He'll always be there.
Yeah,
he was there this weekend.
Nobody likes Isaiah. Who does he resonate with though? Do the
Himself.
Piston fans
Piston
like
fans.
him? Do they? I mean,
he's at the games. They cheer him. They stand ovation.
He is their hero,
Yeah, he's
right?
their guy.
He's their
And
guy.
he
He didn't
should
mess
be.
up their franchise. He won titles for them back in the 90s. And so I understand that. But you see what he did, like the collateral damage that this guy's left all over the NBA. He sucks.
He does suck.
Who do you think they like more in Detroit, Isaiah Thomas or Barry Sanders?
Barry Sanders.
Ooh, got to be Barry Sanders,
But,
right?
well, I mean, Isaiah did win championships, though, and Barry was never on winners.
Barry
That's
left.
true.
And Barry did leave.
Hate him or not, Barry did be like.
But I mean, wouldn't you leave? You're playing for that team. You're playing for the Lions. It's I'm out.
Yeah, Megatron did it too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, kind of Matthew Stafford did the same thing.
No,
Folks.
he was traded.
Well, I mean, he probably said, "Get me out of here," and so he was gone. But yes, the two guys that retired before they needed to because they play for such a bad organization.
Mm-hmm.
Lions fans are nice though. They know how bad it is. They're like, yeah, it's okay. Just go.
Talk to Vern about it sometime.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or Laszlo.
Yeah. You got to have that knowledge if you're one of those fans. Like if you're a Browns fan and a player that you've had leaves for a while, you're like, okay, well, hey, thanks for staying.
I think there was
We
one time
appreciate
the
it.
Lions started off I think they were 5-1 or something with Stafford or whatever it was.
And then they didn't win again.
I was like, Vern, here we go, 5-1. He goes, yeah. Is it December yet? And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you've been through the rodeo enough. It's like, why am I buying into this crap right now if you're a Lions fan? But now it's easier, obviously, to buy in to what they have going on there in Detroit. But I do. I think that Cleveland-Detroit thing is a really cool rivalry game. Yeah, that's fun.
A good series.
And so we've got a lot of good, the Philly-New York thing is obviously a great rivalry. Cleveland's a great rivalry with Detroit right now. Maybe the San Antonio, thing starts with Minnesota and becomes a pretty big rivalry right now.
I can see that.
That would be a lot of fun. That's a fun rivalry. You got, kind of lightning pole players on both sides of this thing. And then, you have LeBron left in this as well. And, who knows? This could be his last go-around, potentially. Probably not, but you never know. You never know.
I think that the good thing about San Antonio and Minnesota, then we can switch over to another Detroit team, is you have Anthony Edwards, who could be, maybe should be, the face of the NBA. And then you got Wemby, who was just giving it.
Well, he is 7'27".
Yeah, you can't teach that. I mean, it's just, but it is one of those cool things where, a lot of people are like, Anthony Edwards, man, he looks like he might be like the spawn of Jordan, or there might be some MJ seed out there, and it might have landed with Anthony Edwards' side of the genetics. Well, more so Secretariat, and that's an interesting side topic. I just went in my head, and so more bloodline, Secretariat, Michael Jordan, Jimmy Butler, and anyways, we'll get to that later on in my own mind. But you look at Wemby, and it was kind of just hey, this is the next one. This is, and it's making me think about the NBA because in most conversations with best players, you separate centers and guards or forwards. The centers are in their own right. I think that's fair.
I know a lot of people do that. I don't.
Shaq would be one of the best players of all time, but we're always MJ, LeBron, Kobe.
It's true.
Jerry
You never name a big man other than Wilt. Really, I mean, nobody.
Elijah Wan, Shaq, Duncan.
Yeah, those guys are all top 10 players.
But remember where those guys
Not
played
most.
in the 80s and 90s, right?
Not to most.
Not to most.
Well, because the game has
disagree.
changed.
They separate them.
I'm kind of more with Mac.
I would
on
say
this
I
one,
would disagree
though.
with that.
I
Dusty.
think if we're having this
I
conversation,
didn't come up with that take. That's just what a lot of people that follow the NBA, Broussard, Nick Wright, Colin Coward, all these
Nick
guys.
Wright does not do that.
Okay.
His top 10 of all time includes Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal.
I just remember watching a video where he's if I take centers out of it and I put players, he's done both.
For sure.
He's rated big men and he's rated guards.
It's
So I
definitely a
stand corrected.
discussion. It's definitely a discussion. But I think when you look at all-time lists, they're going to include every player, every position.
I think if you're having this conversation in 1995, you're including more big men because it's not a big man game as much anymore. Now, it is a little bit reverting back to a big man game, obviously with Wemby being the way that he is, but you can't develop size. It's just like you can't develop speed for the most part, right? Size and speed are things that are kind of given to you by the man above. And so when you're starting to say, well, maybe it's going to shift back to a big man game, we need more big men in the game. But the problem is what we saw with Wemby last night. He's stepping out shooting 8 3-point shots when he has no business as a big man shooting the 3-point shots. And that's what we've seen a lot in college basketball over the last 15 years is all these big men stepping outside. I'd love to get back into the situation where you're just feeding Shaq down in the post and he's dunking it because those are higher percentage shots. You have a better chance to win a game when you're scoring from point-blank range than when you're launching 3-point shots, regardless of the value. If you're not making your shots, you're not going to win. I'd love the big man to come back to the NBA, but I don't know if we're ever going to get back to that level because it is more aesthetically pleasing now when you have the run and gun and everybody's shooting the 3-point shot than it is doing the high-low that Bill Self brought to Kansas his first couple of years, and everybody lost their minds because Roy went from running to this high-low nonsense, and nobody liked that. And then everybody fell in love with the high-low. So I think it's all cyclical, but if you're doing best players in the NBA of all time, yeah, I think big men probably have to be on that list, but I've seen it both ways. I've seen it separated, and I've seen it because it's such a different position. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a different position on the floor of what you're trying to accomplish. Most big men can't do what guards can do, and obviously the guards can't do what the big men can do.
Yeah, and when you're looking at the best of all time, most of those guys probably fall in both categories. Where Shaq, young Shaq was doing what guards were doing, running the floor, and then you look at Kobe, like could guard multiple positions, and could dunk on a center, and both those guys, top 10 guys. So, yeah, I think both discussions are beneficial to compare guards to guards and centers to centers. But yeah, all at the same time, they're playing the same sport.
Looking at Detroit, I sent you guys a text yesterday when I got this news on Twitter from Jeff Passan, who let us know that Tarek Skubal has, what did he say, bodies in his elbow?
Yeah, what I've always pictured when people say about that is like little particles of bone just kind of floating around.
So it's kind of like
That's my impression.
it's like kidney stones in your elbow.
Maybe, yeah.
Sounds horrible.
It sounds awful.
Such procedure typically sidelines players for 2 to 3 months. So we'll call May a wash. May, June, July. So he's out until at least after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Skubal should return before season's end, but a tough blow for the impending free agent and 2-time reigning AL Cy Young. And I sent you guys a text somewhere sickly. Their upper management's going, we just saved $400 million.
Or not. Yeah, or not. I think if you're still a team on the open market, the Mets, you're still going to give Tarek Skubal whatever kind of money that he wants. And I think based on the season that the Mets are having right now, they're going to have to do something big in free agency. And I think they're going to go after Tarek Skubal. If I was upper management in Detroit right now, I'd be pissed because there's no trade value now with Tarek Skubal. I wasn't as worried if I'm upper management in Detroit about re-signing this guy because I do think he is going to get an open check or a blank check, I guess I should say, from the Mets in this situation. So he's going to end up there most likely. I think if you're Detroit, you're kind of pissed right now that he does have no trade value because there's going to be a contending team that's going to need somebody like Tarek Skubal. And right now, Detroit isn't going to get anything in return for this guy. They're probably not going to be able to move Tarek Skubal. And so if you're thinking about like Detroit upper management, that's where you got to be pissed off now because you're like, damn, best laid plans, man, sometimes never work. And when you're thinking about the season, you're probably leaning towards more of trading Tarek Skubal if you're Detroit, knowing the way that things could potentially go. And now you don't have an opportunity to do that, man. That really stinks for Detroit. But, Schadenfreude, I'm not upset about it.
Yeah, well, the Royals were going to play Skubal this week.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to play him Saturday.
He was scheduled, I believe, for Saturday.
Yeah, so, happy misfortune of others. Let's go.
It's weird. They hit Skubal.
Well, because he's a good pitcher. It's like they bring up the random guy that you've never seen. And people have that all the time. I think I was looking at some tweets yesterday from our friend Robert Ford down in Houston, and he was talking about, there's always that hitter that, could never hit some rando pitcher, right? No matter who it is. Like, I'm sure George Brett had a guy. We'd get him on the show. George, who's the one guy you could ever hit? He'd know the guy immediately off the top of his head. And so sometimes it just works like that in baseball. Sometimes you have more success against the guys that are established that you shouldn't have that success against.
Speaking of success, there's some kids, young men in the Royals minor league system that are starting to have success that Bob has been very active of saying we need a second baseman. Maybe we can get there a little bit later down the road when you kind of figure out where your team's at, where other teams are at. What is this going to do to Detroit with the news of Tarek Skubal? He's their best player, in my opinion.
Sure.
Again, only plays every fifth day, but still, it's like, imagine what this team would. You saw what happened when Reagan's last year. It's like, dang it, man. So, again, we'll see what happens. You win against Cleveland last night, so that's good to know. But eventually you're going to get to a point where it's going to be like, all right, we got to go get one other piece. We got to go make our – I don't think they need the Ben Zobrist move, but that's just the position he ended up playing. But he played everywhere for this team when it came to Ben Zobrist. But let's say you go get a second baseman. And let's say, team says, well, who can you give us? Nobody from the active roster, right? Nobody's leaving this team as of now. But you've got Josh Hammond, Kendrys Cheerio, Blake Mitchell, David Shields, and Sean Gamble all in your minor league system. Those are your top 5 prospects for the Kansas City Royals. Blake Mitchell's having one of those weird seasons where he walks a lot and he's like doing all this stuff and he's still like, I believe in AA. So he's not up yet, but he is a big prospect, especially not a big prospect. He's a big prospect to the Royals fandom that people know his name. And the Cheerio kid's the other one because he's starting to like really get comfortable and really humming it at 97, 98. he's probably the most promise you have, but you don't know anything about him yet. So this is where if you're going to make
he's
a
also
move,
like 17 or something
correct,
like that too. Yeah,
you're starting to gain a chip stack at the table of prospects, and he's starting to be the ace of spades that you have. And if you're going to make a move, you're going to have to deal one of these promised young stars. And that's just the way the game goes.
Well, yeah, and the thing is right now, though, none of these stars are really even close to being on the scene here in Kansas City. I mean, the ESPN said the next guy to make their debut is somebody by the name of Drew Beam, who's not even on the top 10 for the Kansas City Royals when it comes to their prospects right now. And the Hammond kid, who's ranked number 1, plays shortstop in the system, and he could potentially be a third baseman. As far as I'm concerned, those 2 spots are tied up at this point in time. The second base spot is where you need to look, but you start to look at some of these prospects right now that the Royals have and where they are in the standings. You have to start thinking about making those trades and moving on from some of these prospects. And since the top prospect is named as a shortstop or a third baseman, I would think maybe now is the time to consider moving him, because you just signed Garcia to a long-term contract. Obviously, Bobby has his contract. Even with the opt-outs, it's still a couple of more years. So if you don't have this guy that's going to be making an impact at your big league club in the next couple of years, I think it is safe to say we need to trade that guy. We need to get better at the big league club. That's the way I've always operated and thought minor league should be operated. The St. Louis Cardinals have done an amazing job of that over the the years. I think the Yankees have done a great job of that over the years, selling high on their prospects and getting major league players back in return. And I think that's where the Royals need to be right now. If there is a hype prospect down there in the system, get rid of them, trade them, move on. Let's go. Let's get some big league players in here that can help this big league club, because this division, as Dusty mentioned, they're a game and a half back. You lost the ace of the staff in Detroit. This thing is wide open right now. And I think if you're the Royals at this point in time, you need to kind of be in that go-for-it mode, because this thing has come back to you. Not only the division has come back to you, but the entire American League has come back to you as well, except for the Yankees and Rays. Nobody's playing good baseball. So you have an opportunity to be aggressive and make moves and give yourself an opportunity to get into the postseason. As far as I'm concerned, let's go. Let's start trading prospects. And Blake Mitchell, what do we need him for anymore? Why do we need him in the minor leagues? With the way that Jensen's playing, Salvi ain't going anywhere. You sign that other guy, you could always find a backup catcher.
I think the other thing that needs to be noted in what he just said is that most of your prospects are on the roster.
Yes.
Caglione, Carter Jensen, Avila, the relief pitcher. Those were literally 3 of your top 5 prospects. And Cags and Carter were 1 and 2. So they're here. Also, you have a superstar in Bobby Witt Jr., the veterans on the corners. And you have the captain at catcher, and Kyle Isbell's playing center. You went out and got Lane Thomas and Isaac Collins, so that's your roster. Like, the thing is you can say they don't have anybody. That's not necessarily a bad thing. They do. They're just not ready because the wave that came before them is currently on your roster. Like, those guys are playing now every day. So that's why the system seems bleak. But Blake Mitchell is the name. Churio, or however you say it, Churio,
yeah.
He's the future. Like, he's
Yeah,
the
I'm
guy
keeping him.
you should.
That's the one guy.
Well, yeah, he's 18 years old. Everybody else.
And he's a pitcher, 97 with accuracy. I'm absolutely.
But
that's an ace.
They also need to get back to that system where you have constant pipeline coming up. The system isn't good enough right now of where it needs to be for a market like Kansas City. You still need to get that up and running to where you can look at this system and go, okay, our next guy's coming up, our next guy's coming up, our next guy's coming up, and you keep that pipeline where you don't have a 4 or 5 year gap and all of that. Now, who does that? I don't know who does that great in Major League Baseball right now. There's a lot of teams that rely on their minor league system, but that's where I want to get it. I want to get it to a point where, okay, yeah, all the young guys are up, but we still have a next wave coming, and I don't know that next wave is down there, and that's why I'd be very bullish on trading anybody right now in the minor leagues.
The pitch. Schneemann bangs one up the middle. Diving stop in center by Witt. Up throwing, he got him! Oh, what a play by Bobby Witt! The shortstop diving in center to rob Schneemann of a base hit. And oh, did he get to his feet in a hurry! Wow.
Best in the business, man.
That's Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tom Hamilton's the best in the business. He's my favorite announcer in baseball right now. And he's unbelievable. Tom Hamilton's the best. I mean, that's as Dusty, that's the Cleveland call of that. There's nobody better. That's why I bring you Cleveland highlights all the time. That's how games should be broadcast. That's exceptional.
He just absolutely freaked out. He's
awesome.
And that was one thing. That's how everything went well last night. A lot of people in the crowd were just standing applauding. Like, people don't realize how great that play was. He was behind second base playing shortstop, popped up, gun.
It's becoming Mahomes' normalcy for us.
Yeah,
kind of a little spoiled with that.
It kind of is, but Tom Hamilton's not spoiled by it. He never will be. I mean, he makes every play sound like it's an unbelievable play. That one obviously was, but it's that's why I listen to the other side, man. You get that perspective of what the announcers are saying about your team that don't see our guys. And a lot of times, I don't want to say it's a better perspective, but it's a completely different perspective that makes you open your eyes and realize sometimes what we have here. And that play right there makes you realize Bobby Witt's really pretty good.
Coming up on the other side, we get into a tough Tuesday because, of course, it's Tuesday here on 96.5 The Fan, your home, Kansas City Sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty.
Brett Beach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
On your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friends over at Heartland Men's Health want to make you feel better. That's right. That's what they're talking about all the time because low testosterone is coming for everybody. It's something men younger and younger are experiencing. And maybe your game isn't quite what it used to be. Less energy, less drive, not feeling like yourself. Well, you deserve to feel your best. Be strong in the gym during your workouts. Feel more driven at work and even better in the bedroom. And at Heartland Men's Health, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more. And they treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. They're going to help you get back to feeling your best. So don't be older. Start taking control with my friends over at Heartland Men's Health. You need to get that appointment scheduled now. Most men wait a year or longer. There's no need to wait. Get your appointment scheduled today. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Independence, and in North Kansas City. So call them at 844-447-6600 or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
All right, I'll tell you what, my friends over at Park and Go are absolutely amazing. I hear from friends all the time that use Park and Go. They're like, oh my gosh, how awesome is Park and Go? I go, you don't have to tell me. They have all covered parking. You can prepay and save money, and you get to the airport terminal on time and back in no time at all. And that's what Park and Go is about, making your life a lot easier, because they do make your life easier. Make your reservation at bookparkandgo.com and reserve that covered parking spot. You want to have your car protected while you're out of town, right? Of course you do. So you've reserved all covered parking. You prepaid to get their lowest rate. Now you show up on the day of your flight. You tell them that reservation number, and they direct you right to that covered spot they have reserved for you. They know you're coming. And as soon as you get to that spot, the van will meet you and take you right to the airport terminal. And you're there in no time at all. And when you get back, oh man, Park and Go is awesome because you're tired after that trip. So grab your bags, walk outside, jump on the bus that's waiting, and it's right back to the trunk of your car. Also, do what we did and join their frequent Parker program and earn points towards free parking. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. The best deals in parking. Bookparkandgo.com. Park and Go, family owned and operated.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Baseball is back, and BetMGM, official partner of Major League Baseball, is bringing the high heat all season long. Step up to the plate all season with Swing for the Fences, the free-to-play game where every swing could score you rewards. We're talking parlay boost tokens, odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boosts, and even bonus spins all season long. And the action doesn't stop there. Get more out of every at-bat and every inning with MLB same-game parlay boosts. Stack your picks and boost your potential payout. Plus, lock in bigger value with MLB odds boost tokens and MLB parlay boost tokens all season long. More boosts, more swings, more chances to win. Download the BetMGM app and step up to the plate today. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. Promotional offers may vary by market. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards may vary. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
For 75 years, Kansas City families have trusted Anthony for comfort, safety, and dependable service. Thank you for trusting us with your house keys. Anthony, in your home for 75 years.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side, 169 highway southbound, slow rolling around Briarcliff, moves better past 9 highway. East side, 70 westbound, starting to slow at 31st Street with construction. Kansas side, 635 northbound, slow from K5 to the bridge with road work there. Alan Corn, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Back at it on a sloppy pit Tuesday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Taco Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo, Abelardo's in my house and in my face. Side of queso.
It is a big day, man. All of that going
and
on.
Sex.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to my buddy Alex, who's celebrating his birthday today as well. No.
That guy gets lots of sex.
Yeah, I bet he does.
We went last night and it was like, go! Who's the fat guy next to you? Not me.
No.
No, I'm kidding. No, it's good. I really do enjoy watching baseball with Alex. Every time we watch a baseball game, Caglione goes yard. Happened in Omaha. Happened in Springfield.
Love it.
Happened at the K. Absolute piss missile from the young man, Jack Caglione, last night. And Bobby Witt Jr., who does it. And we're just like,
next.
Home run, diving play. Yeah, Bobby was great.
Yeah,
Did you see Cags' home run?
I know.
I've seen 7 before. It's like, great. I love that. I love that energy. That it's just there. It's accepted.
Hopefully that's the energy with Cags in 2 seasons.
I hope. His, I will say Denny yesterday was talking to Carrington, and he was like, sometimes it takes guys a month, sometimes it takes guys a year, sometimes it takes them a year and a half, and then when they figure it out, they figure it out. And you can go back to the beginning of this season. I said, if you're worried about Caglione, go back and look at Aaron Judge's start. Go look at Mike Trout's start. Again, I'm not comparing him to them. Those are surefire Hall of Famers in Cooperstown one day. But they struggled.
That's the point, though.
Yes, they struggled, and then they figured it out. Some guys are just blessed, dude. Some guys get here, and it's just like, what? And yeah, you're envious of it. Like Kevin McGonigal, you're like, how did that work? Let's see where McGonigal is at the end of the season.
And most of that's a rare thing, too, because how many guys are coming up right now that aren't playing well, right? We don't talk about them, but you talk about the Ellie De La Cruzes, you talk about the McGonigals, you talk about, all these guys that, that are doing well. You're not talking about the tens of guys, hundreds of guys, however many guys that aren't doing well because, well, they're not doing well, so you're not talking about them. So sometimes it just accentuates like, oh, these guys are coming up new. Because I remember back in the day, like Trevor Story was always that guy for me. I'm like, why can't we have our Trevor Story, man? Like, why do the Colorado Rockies get this guy? Where's our Trevor Story? Well, now we got our Trevor Story in Bobby Witt, right? And so some guys come onto the scene. They just absolutely dominate from day one. Some guys come onto the scene and can't figure it out. That's the difference between staying at the big league level and finding a job in insurance.
Got to give a shout out to Detroit Derek, Bob and Mac. He says, I normally don't do this, but tomorrow he leaves for Belgium to complete an Olympic triathlon.
Nice. Whoa. Way to go, Derek. Proud of you, my man.
May 14th, he's going to do a 1K swim, a 40K bike, and a 10K.
That's awesome.
Been
Way to
training
go.
since Thanksgiving. Could use some good vibes and possibly.
Yeah. You got it, my man. You've been here for us for 100 years. I got you on this one.
I'm going to miss the Tigers Royals series this weekend. You guys are the best. No, you're the best. You are doing something that I will never do in my life. I have a better chance at dunking a basketball, hitting a baseball over the fence in a pro football or pro baseball stadium, and catching a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes than to ever do any one of those things.
And what you're doing also, too, Derek, and I know you know this, but it's a great way to see the world by doing these events. That's like my wife was doing those marathons. It's a great way to see a city. You know, it really is. That's like, I'm sure you don't appreciate it when you're running 26.2 miles or doing a triathlon, but you do. It's a great way to see the world. You say, you know what, I'm going to do the triathlon in Amsterdam, or I'm going to do the marathon in London, or I'm going to do this here, or whatever. And you travel the world, you exercise, obviously. You're doing something good for yourself, something great for your mental. You're traveling the world. You're experiencing new things. I'm envious. Like, it sounds it, right? I am very envious that you're doing envious that you put in the work to train to get to that level where you can do that, because I know for me now, not a chance. No
way.
I'm back to lifting now. I feel really good, but training for a triathlon is no.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
that's gonna be awesome, dude.
I was excited. I completed my introductory stage to the Arnold Workout Pump Club app. I was excited yesterday. This dude's doing a triathlon in Belgium. Way to go, Derek! You're my hero.
You survived syllabus day at the gym.
I did.
Proud of you.
Yeah,
Pump Club.
You and Gold could start like a video podcast of Spot Bros.
We could do that.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Actually, it would be kind of fun.
Get with your people to Jay, and then there's our new Instagram channel. You'll have Max Minute, you'll have Range Bait, and then you'll have two bros two bros pumping iron. I don't know what it's called. We need help on the text line. It is a Tuesday. Let's get into a tough Tuesday. First one, I don't know whose name belongs to this one, but go ahead and take it away with Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I'll take it. How about this? Jaylen Brown, we talked about him and his whole little stream, him and his posse all wearing stupid-ass sunglasses and complaining about a lost series that they were up 3-1 in. Well, Jaylen Brown wasn't just complaining. He was also saying, Joel Embiid, he's a flopper.
This is my personal opinion on basketball. Some of y'all might disagree. You know what I mean? But argue with your grandma. Flopping has ruined our game. Joel Embiid is a great player, one of the best bigs in basketball history. Flops. He know it. This ain't breaking news. This ain't, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I can clip it up, like I said. Y'all can post it on these paid accounts that y'all, these bot, whatever.
He is down bad.
Talking
about bot accounts.
Bot accounts now, yeah.
He is all over the place, man. He's talking about he's showing a Paul George play and saying, the ref's looking at it right there. I've been doing that all game. They called me, and look, no call there. I mean, he's going to conspiracies and how the refs were. No, you were up 3-1 in a series, and you lost. Jason Tatum was better than you the whole time. He wasn't there in half of Game 6 and all of Game 7, and you collapsed. You had 3 straight chances, 2 open looks. You missed them in the last 2 minutes of the game. You were down 1 point. You choked. And also, yeah, he does flop. So do you. Everyone does.
Why do we do that now? When somebody's good in the NBA, we immediately go, that guy is a flopper. It goes back to Marcus Smart at Oklahoma State for me. When that guy was dominating, oh, he's a flopper, he's a flopper, he's a flopper. Every time somebody performs well in the NBA, we just want to go back and say, he's a flopper. And that, to me, is the low-hanging fruit. You didn't play well enough. He did. You lost.
Yes.
Move on. Stop saying somebody's a flopper. I just think that is... It is. It's weak. It's a lame-ass excuse. It really is. I'm over it, man.
I'm done with it.
Oh, the guy's a flop. Anytime somebody's great, they're a flopper now in the NBA. Come on.
Especially because it's like, I've seen you do that, Jalen. Like, I've seen you do it, which is fine, but like, stop.
Yeah, it just sounds like you just sound like a poor sport when you do
something like that. And then video
surfaced
of him just flopping against Joel Embiid. Yeah, I was like, what are you doing, dude? It's okay. He'll be in Milwaukee, and you'll have Giannis.
Ooh,
there we go.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to go mine Tough Tuesday. Ben Stiller gets my Tough Tuesday today.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, damn, man. You chose the Met Gala over Game 1 of the Knicks series, man. And
Travis Kelce was there,
No,
wasn't
he
he?
was not. That's fake. It is not Travis.
Okay.
It is not.
Ben.
You chose the Met Gala over the sporting event. And
Timothy
a lot of
was there,
people,
right?
he was at the game, I believe.
Yeah, he was at
the game.
I think Ben Stiller's the only one who chose the Met Gala over the game last night. And, it's like, what do you do in that type of situation? I know the Met Gala is one night a year, but you have to dress like an idiot to go to that thing. Just go to the Knicks game, man. This is a time of year where you want to be sitting courtside at Madison Square Garden. You're going to get more love and more run there than you are dressed up like whatever it was at the Met Gala last night.
Went to a baseball game instead of a basketball
He did, yeah.
Nice.
My Tough Tuesday goes to the San Antonio Spurs. 104-102. Took a step back 3 to win the game. This is not my old man take. Go to the rim. Go try to get fouled, because winners of game 1 roughly win the series 75 to 80% of the time.
Ooh.
That game was in San Antonio. Winners of teams with an 0-2 deficit, only 34 teams have come back out of 431 to win the series.
Yeah.
That's a tough Tuesday for San Antonio. That was the game to win.
Had to win it.
You've arrived. You are that team. You have built this team. You might have the best player in the league. And they went for the 3. They went for the win at home. What do you do at home? You go for the tie. You go for overtime.
Overtime, yep.
And
On a night they shot 28% from 3.
Am I wrong in that take? To take it to the rim, the percentage to either get fouled.
They had it too.
They had a
lane. They had a lane.
It's tough. Tough
No,
to
you're
see
right.
that.
913, Bob, you're married. That wasn't Ben's choice. That might be fair.
Oh, I disagree. No, I disagree. The Met Gala is insanely popular, man. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, but no, I think it probably was his choice. You got to go to the game. Or you tell your wife, here's a ticket, take a friend. I'm going to the game.
Kylie Jenner was at the Met Gala. Our guy, Chalamet, was still at the game. Not married, but still, he still chose the game.
Spike Lee was at the game last night.
Game was packed last night.
Tracy McGrady was at the game last night.
Tracy Morgan.
That's what I meant. Tracy Morgan, not Tracy McGrady.
I was like, really?
Yeah. Tracy Morgan, yes. From one Tracy to the other.
Yes, they're both great.
Dick Tracy, Nixon 6, right? Yeah.
There you go. And that might be Nixon 4.
Maybe 5, yeah. Gentleman's sweep. Get the Philly, get 1, and B doesn't flop. And
what do the blinds look like as of now?
Wide open.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, they're all wide
America.
open. Yeah. I was telling him it's awesome. It's exciting. The
Knicks are
Knicks may
fun.
be America's team.
I hate that I can't combat that statement.
That's a good thought process to go through.
Well, let's think about it. Carry it over to the next segment. Like, who else in the NBA would be America's team?
We can think about that, but there is some minor down bad stuff with the Royals, but they are 8-2 in their last 10. They've won 4 in a row. We get back into that on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Royals.
Hey, it's Vinny Pasquantino, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, a day like today, you want to have great windows in your house, right? If your windows are leaking in rain this morning and you're thinking, I need new windows, what am I going to do? Well, you're going to call Window World, the official window of the Kansas City Chiefs and the official window of the Fescoe household. We needed replacement windows years ago, and we decided on the best. We went with Window World. We didn't consider anybody else because we know those Window World replacement windows are the flat-out best you're going to find, and they did our entire house. We have 30-plus windows from Window World, and we love every single one of them. And what Window World does is they got double glass replacement windows. These windows are so strong and so sturdy that they're going to stand on those windows just to show you how strong and sturdy they are. And they have a lifetime warranty that covers all parts, glass breakage, and labor. And when you have kids and a dog, all of that is key because you're going to get something broken around the house. So you need replacement windows. You need Window World. You got to get that free in-home estimate at 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS or at windowskansascity.com. 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. It's Window World.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free, mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
Hey, it's Cody and Golds, and if you've been thinking about a career in IT, I want you to meet Lacey, a career services advisor at Centric.
Hi, I am Lacey. At Centric, we work with each student to ensure they are setting themselves up for success by having one-on-one sessions focusing on their personalized career development. We work closely with our employer network, connecting students with organizations that are eager to hire tech professionals for in-demand entry-level IT jobs.
If you're serious about making a career move, learn more at Centric.com.
The world is coming to Kansas City. Is your parking lot ready? Over at Gann Asphalt and Concrete, they want to make sure that your business is inviting, that it's safe, and that, of course, your project is cost-effective, because they want to make sure that you're ready and that your business is ready before the world comes here. That's all possible over at Gann, who can handle any type of project your parking lot would need. That's because they're one contractor, all things parking lot. Check out their projects at GannAsphalt.com or give them a call at 816-688-3512.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri.
This report is brought to you by Bet365. Winning is everything.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Traffic for GM Injury Law, Northland, 169 highway southbound heavy, and the 29 interchange, and stays pretty slow down to around Briarcliff. Past that, things move well into downtown. 635 southbound heavy from the split with Fairfax Traffic Way to the state line. Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law. How about 3 great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results. Mike's got this. 816-888-7500. Mike's got this. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch all your favorite shows, shorts, and clips. This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
Profile pic on X for Mac Morey. Dig it. Got the Dion shades on. Love that.
Deion Sanders.
I feel like those shades will be controversial, but I just did it anyways.
Dijon Sanders.
May not be a better mustard out there.
Do you know, this is interesting, I just saw this, not one team has a winning record against Tom Brady in the NFL.
Wow.
Only 2 teams have a 500 record against Tom Brady in the NFL.
That's Chiefs one of them?
No.
Damn it.
49ers and Broncos.
Well, they beat them twice.
Probably 2-2 or something like that. Or obviously when Manning was out in Denver, they probably split a game or something like that, right? But that's it. 2 teams at 500, and nobody has a winning record against Tom Brady in the NFL. That's
absurd.
Insane.
That's absurd.
That tells you how good that guy really was, man.
Pat Mahomes.
Goat. Tom Brady, he was a 6th-round pick.
He was?
Yeah, he got his picture taken in boxers.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh.
Yep. So some unfortunate news last night. Andy Rogers, Royals beat writer, MLB.com. Noah Cameron won't start tonight for the Royals. Low back tightness. Stephen Kolek will come back from the IL and his rehab assignment to make the start. Also, some better news. Carlos Estevez, as told by us yesterday by Vern, will start his rehab assignment so he can maybe get more incorporated into this bullpen, which is something that you would say you love to see. Get bent if you think that, like, oh, he's just going to keep blowing games. Man,
get bent.
He was injured. Let him slowly get back and incorporate into this bullpen. It, no matter how you look at it, adds depth to a position of need with this bullpen. But a little worrisome with Noah Cameron and the low back tightness. We have sat here and talked old men takes all day about lower backs and all these sort of things. I don't like it, but it also gives me some sort of insight that maybe this is why he hasn't looked like Noah Cameron from last year.
Could
There's
be.
also variables out there where you're now being, watched and scouted. I know that is going on last year, but again, the sample size was small. Noah Cameron, I think, finished like 5th in Rookie of the Year voting last year and are in top 5. But you look at this year and it's been troublesome, right?
Yeah.
Over 5 ERA. Doesn't, we saw the game in New York where it was one of those things where we were kind of proud of the coaching staff. Like, hey, man, this is your mess. Get out of it.
Yeah.
What kind of character can you show us? When I think they hit 3 home runs in the time that I got 2 Surfsides and came back and sat next to you.
Yeah.
You're like, what I miss?
Everything.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sit down, kid.
Everything.
But Stephen Kolek tonight, need a pickup game here. The Royals are 4-0, they've won 4 in a row, and they've won 8 of their last 10. Another one tonight. You win tonight, you've split the series no matter what.
Yeah.
That continues the momentum. But with one of your starters going down, it's great to see that your offense has started to have an uptick in production, especially with the power.
Well, you need it too, and this is the time of year where you have to say, all right, let's go, let's start producing, and it's May, it's time to heat up with the bats. But the Noah Cameron thing is interesting because it's a weak comparison, but it's a comparison I think everybody will understand. When Patrick Mahomes finished that first year, they said, okay, now all the tape is out on Patrick Mahomes. We have an entire offseason to study, what Patrick Mahomes did good, what Patrick Mahomes doesn't do good. And we all thought at the end of that first season, 2018, 2019, whatever that was, that, okay, the defensive coordinators are going to adjust. It's not going to be as easy for Patrick Mahomes. And boy, we were wrong about that, right? The defense has never adjusted until well into the 2020s when it came to Patrick Mahomes. That's kind of where Noah Cameron was, right? You had all last season, there's tape on him, but you don't have enough time to really sink your teeth into all of that kind of stuff. Seems like maybe this offseason, the rest of the league had a time to adjust to Noah Cameron, figure out what he can do, and now they're starting to see him better, and maybe this is a back injury. I use the air quotes just to try to figure out maybe what's wrong with Noah Cameron. We see that a lot in sports where a guy goes to the disabled list because, well, he can't figure it out, and it's just easier to do it that way. Maybe that's what it is, with Noah Cameron. But again, I'm not going to back down. And I thought he should have been traded in the offseason. I think that was the highest you will ever have to sell on Noah Cameron, and you needed so many different areas on your roster to get better at. You feared, I guess you could say, and didn't trade. No, you were scared to trade him this offseason for whatever reason, and you can't be scared like that. You have to be a transactional organization when you're a team like the Royals. They should have traded Noah Cameron this offseason and gotten a bat back in return. His trade value will never be higher than it was, and now we're starting to see him kind of come back down to earth. Now you're factoring the injury kind of stuff. These are the moves that you have to make and be an aggressive general manager and say, yeah, I am trading Noah Cameron. So what? We're going to get better in the outfield, or we're going to get better at second base.
You look at Noah Cameron's numbers this year, 31 2/3 innings pitched, 2-2 with a 5.4 ERA, a 1.61 whip. That's got to get down. 22 runs in 31 innings, 11 walks, 19 of those 22 runs earned, also giving up 5 dingers. So you'd think that maybe there was a lingering issue in his back. I don't know if I necessarily would say this is one of those like, hey, get rights, because this is a huge series. But it
is also May.
Fair.
Very early.
Yeah,
Right.
very,
It's early.
Yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo today. So, I mean, hopefully you're, going to get him right and get him back, because that's...
And if you're going to make it to where you need to go, he needs to be, the Noah Cameron that we saw last year. And so it's May. I don't want to use the term shut him down. That's a bad term to use. That's what they're doing with Tarek Skubal. But you give him an opportunity to see if he can get things right and get back into that rotation, because you're going to need a guy like Noah Cameron down the stretch if he's on your roster.
So I ask you, too, because we know Max Minute if you missed it, or if you miss it, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the Fan 965 on Instagram. Check it out. It's good content. It's only a minute. Literally, it takes a minute out of your day.
That's it.
And then you can rage bait with Mac. And then Thursdays at noon, you can range bait.
Range
with me.
bait.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked you guys, is this the team that when you started the season and the Royals, before they'd played a game of any sort of meaningfulness, was this the team that you envisioned?
What we saw last night, probably. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Stars being stars.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Pitching, Michael Walker is just a damn certified stud. I mean, a bona fide stud and a certified G, and you can't.
He's rocked up. He's thick.
Better believe it. And he's been your leader on the slab. Been your best pitcher all year. Him and Lugo, and then you sprinkle in Chris Bubich, and then Reagan's. Hopefully, we can start seeing the trend that we've seen lately kind of go that way. And I know his ERA doesn't kind of say the whole story of what Reagan's has been this year because he had a couple of starts early on, but he's kind of settled into his own. But I would say they're back, man. I said this kind of facetiously last week, but this is the team that when I put my head on the pillow, I'm like, okay, Bobby's Bobby, Jack's showing his arrival, and everybody else does their part. Vinny Pasquantino, after Bobby's home run, smacked a double. Stole a base
exactly
last
right.
night.
Stole a base, too, yeah.
Didn't let the home run kind of, ruin it. Because sometimes, I think it was Ned that said home runs can be rally killers?
It was Lefevre has said that a number of times, yeah. And he's not wrong when you say it like that. You get runs on the board, but you like the double after the double after the double. To keep the line moving is a lot more fun than just one home run,
And then you had Nick Lofton come up with a big hit last night. That's a guy. That's just a guy, but he did his job.
Mm-hmm. Do one thing every day to help your team win, right?
And that's what they did. And they take game one of the series. We talked about game one of the Spurs series, how big that is, obviously, for the moment of playoffs. But in a 4-game set, winning game one, you win tonight with Kolek on the mound. You've now won, or you've now 100% split the series. And then you can go for the series win on a Wednesday, which we'll see the lefty. So we'll see the lineup probably change a little bit. But the lineup seems to be consistent. The plays, the vibes, the power,
the vibes, man.
The patientness, the comfortability at the plate. I mean, it's what you wanted to see from this team, and I think that's why last night was so renovating for that crowd. Everybody stayed for the splash. Everybody stayed to hear Cags. Everybody got their bobblehead. Everybody was having fun. That was the team. Because Tanner Bybee, through the first 3 innings, was throwing a no-no. And then it was ding, 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 ding. And it was your superstar that opened the bucket of success last night, Bobby Witt Jr. And then he pretty much closed it with the diving play that he threw the guy out at first with the call that we loved earlier.
The pitch. Schneemann bangs one up the middle. Diving stop in center by Witt. Up throwing, he got him. Oh, what a play by Bobby Witt. The shortstop diving in center to rob Schneemann of a base hit. And oh, did he get to his feet in a hurry. Wow.
A little bit of Gilbert Gottfried in that voice, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. And flank.
But he's so good, you can close your eyes and you can actually see the play. That's how you know. And I was listening to somebody talk about John Sterling like that yesterday as the tributes were pouring in. They said when you close your eyes, you can actually see the play. John Sterling was that good. Same with Tom Hamilton. He is fit. Play that call again, man. Close your eyes, especially if you're driving.
The pitch. Schneemann bangs one up the middle. Diving stop in center by Witt. Up throwing, he got him. Oh, what a play by Bobby Witt. The shortstop diving in center to rob Schneemann of a base hit. And oh, did he get to his feet in a hurry. Wow.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's the visiting announcer. Again, the visiting announcer. That's how you know when somebody's awesome at their job at announcing. They do stuff like that. Tom Hamilton is a superstar.
Mike Florio is all in on Patrick Mahomes, and Mac Morey's all in on one word next on 96.5 The Fan. You're home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I know how busy we are. We're sitting at soccer yesterday, and one of the parents goes, this is game 1 of 8 in the next 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, that's right. We got 4 this week. We got 4 next week. We got swim meets every day this week. We are so busy. It's so tough to get to the grocery store. And that's why we let Hy-Vee do all of the shopping for us. And I know this time of year, guys, you got the kiddos running around. It is insanely busy. So let Hy-Vee do all of the shopping for you. It's so easy. Just download the app or go to Hy-Vee.com. Choose your store, select your items, and let Hy-Vee do all of the shopping. All I have to do is pick up my order or have it delivered to my home, which is free, by the way, with my Perks Plus membership. So you can save time, you can save money. What could be better? Only at Hy-Vee.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler at Chain Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, never with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship, because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Lowe's has the brands pros trust to get the job done. You can now shop new Catalyst fencing solutions and save big when you do. 10% off when you buy in bulk. Plus, save $180 on a DeWalt 12-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw. Now just $449. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Wouldn't you like to take a vacation from your bills? Well, you can. The new year is here. Home values are up, and you have more home equity than ever. Now is the time to put that home equity to work for you. This is James Hawkins, president of Golden Oak Lending. Credit card balances are at an all-time high. Why pay 25 to 30% interest to them when you could be saving thousands of dollars after a simple phone call? Golden Oak's mortgage rate is 4.5%. We have no fee to apply and no out-of-pocket costs. And if you call today, you could make no payments for 2 months. But don't wait. This rate won't last forever. Imagine how good it will feel to have those bills paid off. At Golden Oak Lending, we can make that happen in as little as 14 days. And if for any reason your loan doesn't close, we will pay for your appraisal. Call today and take advantage of our 4.5% fixed rate. Call 913-890-GOLD.
Golden Oak Lending, cured my blues.
5.442 APR, FHA 15-year, 20% equity, qualified credit, additional terms apply. NMLS 114937.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Brought to you by Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Missouri side, 635 southbound. Gets heavy at the split with Fairfax Traffic Way. Stays very slow down past Horizons Parkway with construction down to one lane. Now an accident reporting to add to delays. Replacing your HVAC doesn't have to be an emergency. Plan now, pay less later. When you plan ahead, you get more options, better scheduling, and less stress. Schedule today at AnthonyPHCE.com. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Back at it, 96.5 The Fan on a Tuesday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Taco Tuesday. It all makes sense. How you doing, Alberto's, whatever.
Hello, America.
They have a great deal. 5 tacos, $6.99 Tuesdays.
Damn. I remember you get 5 roast beefs for $5 at Arby's.
Yeah, you do.
I remember you get the Big Mac meal for $2.99.
Yeah,
and it was actually
awesome.
big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Max awesome.
I mean, you could go in with a 5 and get a full meal and get change.
Is that Arch Manning
and
Burger
super
still a thing?
size?
Yeah, is that Arch Burger still
the
happening?
Arch Deluxe, is that still out there?
Remember when they had the Big and Nasty? Or the Big and Tasty?
Yeah, it was Big and Nasty. They also had the McLean Deluxe, too, back in the day.
Yet somehow the McRib has survived.
Because that's good.
I love it.
Yeah, it's outstanding.
Oh, you guys both love it?
No, and people
I
love
don't
it.
say I couldn't tell you the last time I had one, but it's good. It's a nice flavor of a sandwich.
Flavor, yes.
Yeah, it's very
Sandwich,
good.
questionable.
It's very delicious. Get those white onions on top with the pickles. I mean, it's fantastic.
So Mike Florio, I think he's ready for week 1.
Much has been said and much more will be said about the status of Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He suffered a torn ACL late in the 2025 regular season, and now he's in the process of recovering and preparing for 2026. The obvious question is, when will he be 100%? And when he is 100%, will we see him do all the things that we are used to seeing him doing, running around, changing directions, doing the things that put extra stress on the knee? It dawned on me recently that limitations don't matter. Restrictions don't matter. Nothing is going to stop Patrick Mahomes from playing. The moment he thinks he's good to go, he will do everything in his power to get on the field and play the game the way he always has. He does not reside in his fears. He will embrace the risk of a potential injury. He is not going to sacrifice a season of football worrying about an injury that would sacrifice a season of football. So when he's back in uniform and you see him on the field, don't worry about Patrick Mahomes because he won't be. He'll go out there and do everything that we've always seen him do the moment he's ready to go.
It's well said. I have nothing to add. I mean, that was as well said as you. It's like I said that. I mean, like he channeled his inner Bob Fescoe right there with Patrick Mahomes back the day after he injured that knee injury. We said he'll be back on day 1 of the regular season. A couple of things that I did.
I have nothing to add to that, but
but a couple of things like he talked about like seeing Patrick Mahomes do all that kind of the Mahomes stuff, right? Do we need that? Do we need to see him do that now that you've added Kenneth Walker into the mold, right?
Sir, it's Ken
Walker into the locker room. Sorry, my bad, Ken. Now that you've added Ken, is it? Ken into the fold. You've invested a lot in your running back position now, right? Emmett Johnson coming in, DeMarcado being signed this offseason. You still have Brashard Smith. Maybe we don't need to see all of that Mahomes magic because he doesn't have to. And maybe that's a big reason why, after listening to Florio, thinking about the importance of Ken Walker wasn't because the offense needed to be maybe adjusted as much as we think. Maybe it is for the preservation of Patrick Mahomes a little bit to know that for the next couple of years, he's got a reliable running back and he doesn't have to go out there and make every damn play under the sun for this team to win. And also, too, he talked about, he's going to be out there and playing. Let's just say it doesn't go the way we all know it's going to go. would you be surprised if he put like Justin Fields uniform on and just ran out there and pretended he was Justin Fields? I don't mean, hey, wow, that quarterback, man, Justin Fields under Andy's tutelage in 6 weeks got really good. And it's like Mahomes wearing Justin Fields jersey. He's playing week 1. We have to stop thinking that he's not going to play in week 1. I mean, that conversation needs to end. Yeah, he may not be on national TV in week 1 because they're hedging their bets with all of that, and I totally understand that. But let's not kid ourselves here. This guy is playing on week 1 at noon against the Chargers or whoever it is.
Mac, your take.
Hey, man, he may be playing preseason
He may.
game 1.
Yeah, he may be.
I don't know if I'd advise it, but
I wouldn't play anybody in the
Hell,
preseason.
he might play week 3 preseason 3 quarters.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Mike Florio's spot on here. And I think you talking about Ken Walker and the ability, we'll talk about, Mahomes in the pocket later. I've got some stats that I'll mention later in the show in the 8 o'clock hour about Mahomes in the pocket and his ability to not have to run around, because I think we forget sometimes that he's shown us that he doesn't have to move around and move and scramble out and extend plays all the time. He can just stand in the pocket and kill you there. And I think having that running game and Ken Walker will give him the ability to do that. He was on Kay Adams yesterday, Ken Walker was, and Kay was talking about Eric Bieniemy. Oh, yeah, great interviewer, great person. And she was talking about Eric Bieniemy, and they were like, did he introduce you? Did the Chiefs introduce you to EB before or after? And he was like, no, after I signed.
Of course.
And she was like, that's probably smart. But he started to talk about how EB basically, literally the first discussion they ever had was him commenting on things that he could have done better in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl MVP, a guy who just had the best 6-week stretch of his career, and EB saying, hey, man, we got some stuff we can work on.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the best run game that we've seen in Kansas City in the last decade.
Well, it's the first really legitimate running game. No, it's not. It's not.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. It's a very low bar, but it's really the first time we have a legit running back, guys, in the backfield since Jamal Charles. I mean, you could say what you want about Kareem Hunt, but we didn't know he was going to be. He was a third-round pick out of Toledo or Akron or wherever the hell he was. Like a real true name at that position where everybody goes, oh, I know that guy going into the season.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Walker's the first guy that we've really had at that position since Jamal Charles. I mean, you've had the end of Le'Veon Bell, the end of LaShawn McCoy, all that kind of stuff. But we've never had, really, in the last 10 years, a true running back that you really can rely on. As soon as Kareem Hunt got good, he had to go. It was like gone. And so I'm hoping that the Ken Walker thing does allow Patrick Mahomes to develop more confidence in the offensive line, too, because you mentioned the pocket stuff. Every image I have of Mahomes is running and getting out of that pocket. So hopefully he can develop that, that trust in that offensive line. How could you not? They've invested in it now for you.
I'm going to, because you said Florio channeled his inner Bob Fescoe?
Yeah.
I'm going to channel mine here. I'm going to do a Royals comparison. You were, I don't want to say harsh is the word, but very stern on J.J. Piccolo and the Carlos Estevez thing.
Mm-hmm.
He had to know, and he had to be like, hey, man, I don't think you're ready. We're gonna put you on IL to start the season. When you get right, to me, the same energy has to be said for Brett Veach.
We'll see, yeah.
This is, to me, the biggest job that Brett Veach will have of his tenure as the Kansas City Chiefs GM. He's got to know, without a shadow of a doubt, that Patrick Mahomes is ready week 1. And I think he, of all people, will. I mean, we've already seen him ban basketball from Patrick Mahomes, which is probably one of the better things he's done. But, this is one of those things where, I don't think it's a shot at Brett. I just think it's one of those things where, you have to look past the I want. I know you want to. We all want you to be there. But are you, without a shadow of a doubt, 100% ready to go out there and play? Because if they do rush him early and we see the Tatum thing, or we see the whatever we've seen in the past where the injury is not fully healed and something else gives, then this team is in real big trouble of then missing another year of possible playoff play. And then that will ultimately weigh on the shoulders of your GM and head coach. And this is one of those moves where I think Brett has to sit down with him and say, hey, we're not friends right now. We're not family. We're business partners. Are you 100% ready to go? And if Brett Veach knows and he feels comfortable with that, then I'm all good for it.
Yeah, and I'll push back a little bit. That's on Andy Reid more than Brett Veach. The organizations are set up very differently. You got your GM that's in charge of all things in baseball. On the football side of things, Andy Reid's got the final say on this one. Brett Veach can go to him and go, I don't think he's ready. And if Andy thinks he is, Andy's going to play him. Andy is the guy that has to make that decision and make sure that Patrick Mahomes is ready. He's obviously going to listen to Patrick Mahomes, and he's going to tell him that he's ready. Going to listen to Rick as well, and Julie, the two trainers that are always in there with Patrick Mahomes. Listen to Bobby, his guy as well. But ultimately, this is on Andy Reid. This is an Andy Reid decision because he runs the organization. That's where I think the Chiefs and Royals are set up, obviously, a lot different. Andy Reid is the figurehead over there at Arrowhead. He is the final say on everything on the football side. The baseball side, they use the GM in that position, and everything trickles down from there. But Andy's such a big figure, he is going to make that final say. I mean, yes, Brett Veach is the general manager, but Andy's the boss. Don't ever let that get in the way. Andy is the guy who's going to make every decision over there ultimately, and he'll take all the blame for it. He'll take all the credit for Brett. When he does his thing and things are good, he'll give all the credit to Brett. But when things go bad, Andy's the guy. He's the one that people are going to look at and go, you're the head coach. Why'd you play the guy?
Somebody from the 636 says Bieniemy's going to put a shot collar on Mahomes every time he leaves the pocket. He's going to get zapped. Stay.
I like that.
Stay.
That's good.
Great.
That's good. Take the day.
No.
He starts to get outside the box.
That's just the mailman. That's just the mailman.
Squirrel!
Yeah, no.
I agree with you, though, Bob. It is Andy's final say, but to Dusty's point, I'll say it's Brett Veach's job maybe not to make sure that Mahomes is good to go, but the team is ready for Mahomes.
Sure.
It's so far, it seems that he's done that. With obviously the Ken Walker, as we've talked about, the offensive line, we've already discussed these past few years trying to mend that, but then just different wrinkles. 2 different fullbacks they can bring in that are 300-plus pound defensive linemen. You got Justin Fields. You got more tight ends. Like there are some wrinkles now that add to this offense that it's not just, all right, 15, save us.
But Brett's done his job this offseason.
Now it's
man.
Andy.
It's now on Andy. Andy's got the toys. Brett's gone to the store. He's done all the shopping, as Parcells likes to say. Here's the food, man. Make a gourmet meal. If it was Dusty, we'd have a great meal.
Yes.
Let's go.
One word.
First name is Blake, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No.
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin. I'll go to Hy-Vee and do all the shopping, bro. You can do the cooking because you're going to do it better than me. That's what Brett did. He went to Hy-Vee, got all the groceries, got the beautiful tomatoes, the nice-looking steak. All right, Andy, you're the gourmet chef. Take over.
I'm down. I look forward to the challenge.
You don't even have to if you don't want to shop or cook today, though, there's plenty of great spots to go find things to eat. Cinco de Mayo, baby.
Cinco de Mayo is in one word, brought to you by Maloney's, Sand Trap, and The Landing. 3 great local spots, delicious food, cold drinks, TVs galore, so you can watch these hot, flaming hot Royals or your favorite sports teams, whether that's the NBA tonight, Lakers play, Pistons and Cavs play. You can watch all that at Maloney's, the Sand Trap, or The Landing. Also, outdoor patio seating, so if this rain can move on, Mexican beers and margaritas, and $6 double margaritas on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, it's over at Maloney's. $4.50 Mexican beers and margs, plus double margs for $6. And with their last Tuesday, it's worth it.
I know that I'm hard.
It's great. Great food, great drinks. All right. Let's start there then. One word on Cinco de Mayo.
Tacos.
Yeah.
Avoid. Yeah, today's not the day. You if you're craving a taco and then you look at the calendar, like, I'll go tomorrow. But it's a fun holiday. It's a great American fun spin on a holiday that we do. And it sucks that it's on a Tuesday, though. Cinco de Mayo on a Friday was always a lot of fun.
Yeah, my one word is Ryan. I'm praying for you today, sir.
Yeah, no
Seriously.
doubt. Hey, real
luck.
quick, though, on Cinco de Mayo, I found out yesterday, and this goes back to my old days. My friend Dan Chandler, who used to own Salty Iguana, passed away, and it was devastating to hear the news. And Cinco de Mayo was always a great day when he owned Salty Iguana back in 20 years ago, and I was a lot younger and could have a lot more fun in life and whatnot. And I found out my friend Dan passed away yesterday. It's devastating. 2 young kids, older obviously, but mid-60s probably. Just a great supporter of the University of Kansas, a friend of mine that I've met for years. Great restaurant, took care of my family all the time. We had the best times every Friday at Salty Iguana back in the day, and so it's Cinco de Mayo. Dan, I love you, my man. I'm looking up at you today. You got that place in heaven reserved for you, man.
Rest in power, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way to go, Spank. I love you, my man.
All right, how about those Royals? 4 in a row, one word, Royals win streak.
Hot, baby.
I know that I'm hard.
H-A-W-T. H-A-W-T. Hot.
H-A-W-T. Hot. Royals is my one word. This was the team. This is what we wanted to see. That was the team last night. From the fans' perspective, from the lineup perspective, from the pitching to everything, to the stars. Vibes are great, man. Keep it up. Go split the series today.
One word, Wemby. Last night, they lost. It was a close game. Game 1 at home against the Timberwolves. Dusty mentioned earlier, something like 80% of teams who lose game 1 lose the
75
series.
to 80% of teams that lose
nuts.
game 1 do not win the series, and only 34 of 400 plus have been down 0-2 and won the series.
And I'm sure the majority, maybe all of those 34, didn't start the game 1 losing at their house. That's what happens with the Spurs. Yesterday, Wembanyama, though, broke the playoff record for blocks. 12 blocks yesterday. He had like 7 or 8 in the first half. One word on Wemby's 12 blocks.
One-dimensional is the one word that I'll use because his offensive performance last night was not where it needed to be. I mean, 0 of 8 on three-point shots. At what point, and I'm asking you guys because I don't know, at what point do you stop shooting the 3? 0 for 4? 0 for 5? Like, when do you realize tonight ain't that night and back away from that three-point line? Because going 0 for 8 it's unacceptable, quite honestly. Should never have been in that position to shoot 8 of those shots when you knew you were ice cold. So one-dimensional. Great defensive performance. Got to be there on the offensive end.
Yeah, disappointing, man. I mean, I text you and Drew because I was coming over from the game, and there was still like 6 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first half. I was like, we had 6 blocks, and there's 6 minutes left in the first half?
Nuts.
I mean, 12 blocks, double-digit points wasn't enough. My one word would be eye-opening. I know that might be 2 words or a hyphenated word, but that lets you know you're going to have somebody else need to step up in this series. You can't put all the weight on the back of Wemby, who was there in the flesh. But as Bob said, 0 for 8 of 3s. What are we doing? If you go 0 for 4, cut it.
All right, especially being 7'6". So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hang out in the block. Find me down there.
Your 3s are not making it. You need to cut it.
Yeah, he wants to hang out on that block, but his fellow Frenchman Rudy Gobert knows his every move, and I got to give some credit to him last night.
He's like the Last Dance when Jordan was pissed Malone won MVP.
Yes.
He took offense to that. Wemby won defensive MVP, and Rudy Gobert has taken offense to that in this series.
I'm the defensive player of the year.
Better believe it.
Exactly. Now, Wemby's calling Rudy Gobert, asking about what water filters to use, how to take care of his body. Rudy Gobert, a mentor to Wembanyama, and now getting the chance to say, you know what, I'm still ahead of you. So I like that. It's a fun series.
That's the age. That's the experience.
Yes, exactly right. And the Wolves have that in droves. They're going on 2 Western Conference Finals appearances in a row, trying to make it 3. How about Tyreek Hill? He wants to come back to the Chiefs.
I'm sure he does.
Posted it on Instagram yesterday of a picture of him in a Chiefs jersey with a smiley face emoji.
Yeah.
One word.
Horseradish.
That's good.
That's like horseradish.
Desperation.
Yeah, that's a great one, Dusty. Oh, my God, yes. That is the desperate dude. 3 a.m. at the bar. The lights just went on. Who can I find here?
She's there.
There she is.
I'm over here.
Yeah, she's smoking Newports. That's fine.
I mean, she's a bad bee, dog. She got that menthol. That's that 100% fiberglass, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That'll make you explode in outer space.
That's where we are with Tyreek Hill. He desperate times, desperate measures. Look, I'm sure he's going to be back here at some point, but I mean, my God.
Why do I feel like if the Chiefs are super down bad and Tyreek Hill comes back, it's like when Chad comes out of the Wedding Crashers and it's Will Ferrell? Yeah. Andy, the horseradish. I never know what he's doing in there.
That's like horseradish.
Just seems more and more inevitable. We'll see what happens.
It's also very sad.
Yeah.
This is what happens when your career is ending. What's he going to do? He needs money to pay for the kids.
The kids.
Yeah, who needs who more, Tyreek Hill or the Chiefs needing Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek Hill needs the Chiefs more than the Chiefs need Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
There's not many players out there in sports where you need somebody that
for
big.
now.
Yeah.
I agree with you for now. Who needs who more, Big Dom or the Eagles? He's been with Philly since 1999. How about an extension for the senior advisor to the GM, chief security officer, and game day coaching operations aficionado, Dom DeSandro, a.k.a. Big Dom?
Yeah.
DeSandro.
Dom is the word, and the more I think about it, it's the greatest job in the NFL.
Yeah.
It is. Find me a better job than what you don't have to play and sacrifice your body. You don't have to sit there and break down game film. You're getting paid good money. You're standing on the sidelines. You're getting Super Bowl rings. That's a hell of a job, man. I love that job.
My one word is grifter. That's got to be the number one grifting job in the NFL.
But it's also a job that's needed in Philadelphia, too. That shows you how bad the fans are. They had to hire this big guy to stand on the sidelines to protect people.
So he'll follow Sirianni anywhere.
No, he's been there since 99. This guy.
That's right, yeah, 99. Thanks for listening to us. I just can't. That's mesmerizing to me that he's
weird.
been there.
He was there for the
90.
entire Andy Reid era.
Yes.
Never saw him.
I never noticed him once.
Can we find pictures of Andy from back in Philadelphia? Yes, he did coach in Philadelphia, for those who know Philadelphia.
Never heard of it.
But can we find pictures of this guy on the sidelines? Because for 15 years, Andy was in Philadelphia. Okay? Then he left, and it's been 13 years now that he's been here. I have not heard about Big Dom until the last 2 or 3 years. So from 99 to 2020, where was this guy for 20-some years? Nobody heard of this guy. And then they hire this head coach who wants to fight the fans, and now all of a sudden Big Dom's a hero in Philadelphia.
They're like the same size.
Are they really?
Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
So you've got some pics of Andy and Big Dom?
It's great. It's actually perfect.
Can you put the camera around and show those?
I can't. I'm sorry. Too many secrets in
You
here.
do that, the board will crash.
Yeah, that is true.
That's
Don't
true.
touch a thing in there.
No, yeah.
Everything's being held together. It's like when your cord goes bad on your iPhone at the end, you're trying to hold it all together. That's what we got going on back there.
Sterling, the board.
Sterling came in the other day, looked at the new cameras. He goes, probably going to have to hook these up to power or something, aren't we? I'm like, I would think.
That is one word brought to you by Maloney's, the Sand Trap, and the Landing 3. Great local spots, tons of TVs, delicious food, cold drinks, and don't forget they have patio seating when the weather is nice for you to enjoy all of your sporting events out there as well. And at Maloney's today, tacos and burritos, $4.50 Mexican beers and margaritas, and $6 double margaritas for a Cinco de Mayo celebration over at Maloney's. Coming up on the other side, we get into Andy or Patrick. We'll discuss 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, it's Matt Quattrero, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, time is running out, folks, and it is time to act now. We only have 10 more days to take advantage of what's going on over at CertaPro. And I'll tell you what's going on over at CertaPro. Their spring sales event with 10% off qualifying projects now through May 15th. So there's 10 more days to act to get your painting project taken care of and save money. So you need to get in touch with CertaPro right now. The CertaPro painters are absolutely outstanding. They're all locally owned right here in Kansas City. Every business is independently owned and operated. So you know you're going to be dealing with somebody local. And whether it's the outside of your home or the inside of your home, you want it to look awesome. You want it to look its best. And CertaPro can help you get there. That flaky paint that happened from all of that winter weather outside, get rid of all that with a fresh coat of paint from CertaPro. Want to change the color of the walls inside of your house? You can do that as well with my friends over at CertaPro. And like I said, each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated right here in Kansas City. So schedule your free estimate now at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. It's CertaPro.
Hello?
Hey, sis. Got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
Take a look at the picture I just sent you. I'm walking into Hellsburg and want to get Mom something special for Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's done so much for us this year. Let's see. Diamond pendant. Oh, she'd love this.
Great. I'll get this, which means you're in charge of flowers.
Okay, deal.
This Mother's Day, save up to 50% on timeless gifts for Mom. Shop at a store near you or at Hellsburg.com.
Hello, this is Jason Gudenkoff with Lewisburg Ford in Lewisburg, Kansas, the home of $50 over factory invoice. Since 1979, our $50 over factory invoice pricing has been saving Kansas City Ford buyers thousands of dollars when buying a new Ford. Our no-hassle $50 over invoice pricing has helped us become the #1 F-150 dealer in the state of Kansas. And now, for the 9th time, the #1 F-150 dealer in the entire Kansas City area. At Lewisburg Ford, we understand that price is important, but it doesn't stop there. There's other factors to this equation: trade allowance, financing, and customer satisfaction. We don't just say that we're great at taking care of customers, we actually do it. Ford Motor Company has awarded us with the President's Award 23 times. This is the top honor that they give their Ford dealers for customer satisfaction in sales and in service. So if you're in the market for a new Ford, come see us at Lewisburg Ford. You can reach us at 816-444-2300 or on the web at lewisburgford.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb.
Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
And Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game. Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug! Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down. Hey! Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
You've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Spring is here, and if you're still feeling exhausted, no energy, no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone, but the Low T Center can help you book a free testosterone test to see if you qualify for their TRT customized treatment. They do that based on your body, expert providers choosing it for you to make sure that it is effective. Low T Center is the original TRT clinic and has helped countless men across the U.S. get their lives back through high-quality testosterone therapy. It sets the standard that other clinics are still trying to measure up to. That's because the Low T Center has been highlighted for having the highest quality testosterone on the entire market. They only use pharmaceutical-grade, never compounded testosterone, so you know what's going in your body. Don't settle for compounded mystery testosterone. And at the Low T Center, they have board-certified experts in their field, making sure that it's perfect just for you. So head over for that free testosterone test, that T-test at lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Belton 49 northbound, very heavy from Cass Parkway up past Missouri 58 with multiple accidents reporting. Northland 35 southbound bogs down at 152 and stays slow not quite to Pleasant Valley Road with an accident reporting. 169 highway southbound just crawling from 29 down towards 9 highway. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Feels like a good nap day. It's a bad day to be Project Hail Mary if it's a book and it's in Mac's hands.
Damn right. Almost done.
There you go.
Jealous that you've seen the movie. I'm excited to be finished.
Saw the movie yesterday. It's fantastic.
Can't wait.
I think Ryan Gosling should win Best Actor, but he won't. It'll go to the guy that played Michael Jackson. That's just how
His
the world works.
Nephew, Tito, right?
Yes.
Jermaine Jackson's son played Michael Jackson in the movie, right? Is that what it was?
It.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. His nephew played him.
Which is cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, you'll love it.
I can't wait.
And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know why I just turned into Forrest Gump. I have no
all I'm
idea
gonna
what
say
just-
about that.
Yeah. Next thing I know, the love of my life's going to come walking out of the water. I'm going to run.
Yes.
Be it freaking not.
Forrest!
Yeah.
Jenny!
One
I
of
was
the-
watching Forrest Gump the other day.
One of the worst people in
God.
movie history.
Jenny?
She
Yeah, she was awful.
She's up there with Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe just laying down. I'm sick. Oh, going to the chocolate factory? Sweet.
All right, my legs were.
Yeah, she was rotten to Forrest, man.
Oh,
Ugh.
yeah.
Makes my stomach sick.
She should have gone back to Greenbow, Alabama.
But it's like any guy, you always just, okay, fine, you go back. We've all been there, right?
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
20 years later, you got kids. No, I can't.
I just want to ninja. Yep, knew it. All right, Ginny or Forrest, we can do that till the cows come home.
Yeah.
Mac, you said Andy or Patrick. That's what you said. Andy or Patrick. Bob said, okay, Andy or Patrick.
Yeah, who's more beneficial for a season this year that needs to really be at their top? Who needs to be at their best this season for this organization to win? A healthy Mahomes or a renewed and revisioned Andy Reid? Which is more beneficial to the success of this team? I ask you guys. Is it reinvented Andy Reid, refreshed Andy Reid, or is it a healthy Patrick Mahomes? Which is more beneficial to this season? Because I do believe that the reinvented Andy Reid is more important to this season than the healthy Patrick Mahomes, because a reinvented Andy Reid can help Patrick Mahomes get through this injury, get past this injury, get his game back to where it was. And with the opportunity to have folks in the lineup that we haven't had before, we talked about Ken Walker earlier. We talk about the kid from Nebraska all the time at the running back position, even though it's been 2 weeks. We look at some of the weapons that they have on the offensive side, some of the great weapons now that they have on the defensive side. I think a renewed and revisioned Andy Reid is going to be more beneficial to this team than anything else, because it all starts and ends with him. Are we going to run the ball? Ask Andy. Are we going to throw the ball? Ask Andy. He has that final say of what this team is going to do on every single play and every single decision. So I love this reinvigorated Andy Reid. I think we're going to see, we're talking about Mahomes, coming back like a rabid dog. I got a feeling the head coach is coming back like a rabid dog too.
I think the answer is Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid has not been the coach that he's been without 15. Obviously made the playoffs, went to Super Bowl with Philadelphia, and went to the playoffs with Alex Smith in Kansas City. 3 out of the 4 years he had Alex, but never got over that hump.
Is that all we had? Alex was 4 years. Mm-hmm. Patrick's going into year 10.
That's right.
Holy crap.
Yeah, 4 years. Because if you think about it,
13, 14.
Well, you used to do the playoffs. Indianapolis lost, missed the playoffs. Pittsburgh lost, Tennessee lost, Mahomes walked in.
Yeah, Mahomes walked in. That's crazy. Wow, 4 years only without.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just time in a nutshell for you. So I think it is Patrick Mahomes. 5 years easier? Okay, sorry.
But still.
It's half of what Mahomes has been here, guys.
I just had to do it because I knew the text line was going to come in, so I was making sure I was.
That's fair.
It's better me than the text line.
I saw what this team was last year without Patrick Mahomes. Now I know the season was probably over by then, but Andy Reid without his main weapon is Thanos without the Infinity Stones. Very powerful, very well known, very, very good at what he does. But man, with that number 15 Infinity Stone, Andy Reid is elite beyond measure. The biggest chunk of his wins will have been in the 10 years that he has Patrick Mahomes. All of his Super Bowl titles come with 15.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Reid, not known as an Eagles coach because of what he's had the success with the quarterback that he has. He was his missing piece. Shel Silverstein, how you doing? So I think it is Patrick Mahomes. I think he and what he does to make Andy Reid who he is why it's so much more important for Patrick Mahomes to be good in this season for success than it is Andy Reid.
Shel Silverstein's the reason I never stuck my finger up my nose, just so you know. I was afraid they'd bite the whole damn thing off.
Okay, there you go. And that's why you read Playboy.
It is, exactly, right.
I'll insert here, and
I was going to say, let me jump in real fast.
Go for it.
I think we also saw the Chiefs last year without Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
I don't think he was particularly great last year as the head coach, and that's okay to say. He set the standard. I thought last year, and you are right, we visually saw the Chiefs without Patrick Mahomes, but I really think we kind of saw the Chiefs without Andy Reid last year a little bit too. I don't think he had his best season as coaching.
And that was kind of my point to the last few seasons, is I don't think Andy Reid's been throwing his fastball since 22-23.
And he hasn't had to.
Fair. The offense has still struggled but Mahomes has been able to carry that
but
and,
now
and
we're
hold
back
it afloat. And now since the injury, now we saw what that was last season. So Mahomes is that biggest infinity stone, but Andy Reid's got all the others. He's got to be able to put them into place.
You ever see those movies when you're a kid, or maybe you're still watching them now, where they take the people into the future to look at their future selves, and this is what's going to happen, right? That's kind of what we got a glimpse of last year. We got a glimpse of the Chiefs without Patrick Mahomes. We got a glimpse without Andy Reid at his best. And we saw what the future could potentially hold if we're not careful, right? You got a glimpse into the future if you're not careful based on what we saw last season. And because of that, that's why I think Andy Reid is going to be so much better this year. He is rejuvenated. He has had this time off. He's ready to go. People have been criticizing him this offseason. People have been criticizing Patrick Mahomes the season that they had. I think Andy Reid is going to come back, and I think that's the biggest gain, really that this team is going to get is a rejuvenated Andy Reid with better focus on what he needs to do because he's like anybody else, and we take things for granted. When things come easy, you work a little bit less hard. You don't put in maybe the hours. Everything's going great at work. And then all of a sudden you hit a wall and you're like, oh, my God, what am I going to do? My sales are down. I haven't been able to do anything. My best sales guy is out now with, an injury. He can't get out. What are we going to do? And then you have to reset and refocus. And sometimes that's a good thing. I think it's going to be a great thing for Andy Reid.
Somebody said Patrick Mahomes wasn't good last year when he played. That's not true.
It's not true.
Patrick Mahomes last year threw for 3,000.
Spectre was texting and you said?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes threw for 3,587 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions with a 69 QBR.
In less than a full season.
How many touchdowns?
22. So we're looking at maybe 30 and 13. I mean, 4,000 yards. I think.
He probably gets about 25, but to who? Who was he throwing to last year? He still had 22 touchdowns.
He missed how many games?
And I think that goes back to the Bobby Witt thing. Last night he hits a home run that opens up the gasket, makes the diving play. We're over here gassing up Jack Caglione because it was his bobblehead night. Whereas, we look at Patrick Mahomes and we're like, yeah, he didn't have a good season last year. He didn't throw over 4,500 yards, didn't throw over 38 touchdowns, threw for way too many interceptions. But you look at what he did last year and you hold it to the standard that is Patrick Mahomes, which I think is fair. But, what is that standard? Is that standard always going to be 45, 35, and 10?
Yeah, that
just ain't going to happen.
Right. That's not fair for the expectation.
So a good year, if you're using that vague word, that was a good year.
That's a good year.
So
that's a normal year for a normal quarterback in the NFL.
I mean, the Chicago Bears for 25 years would have begged, pleaded, borrowed, and stealed for that. Multiple teams out there would have done that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I would say in reality, yes, I don't think that's a bad text. I just think that is what we have in Kansas City, and damn, it feels good to be like, I didn't have a year. No, he didn't have a Mahomes year.
Yeah, he didn't have a Mahomes year.
Which that's why he is above and beyond everything else in the NFL when it comes to the talent at the position. But again, the root of this conversation is at all end of this statement, both have to have each other. And it's like what Vern said. One has to be great, or they both have to be good. And last year, one was not good, one was. One was not great. Neither were great.
Nope.
One was good, one was bad. And together, they are the piece. So I'd love to see that. Who's more beneficial to Hail Mary, Rocky or Dr. Grace? Coming up next, Bob's Bonehead of the Week. Raw on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and baseball is underway. I know it. You know it. I've seen all your gorgeous pictures, and I'm referencing Surfside iced tea and vodka or a Surfside lemonade and vodka. They're smooth, and they're refreshing and perfectly made for game day. Surfside is the perfect match for the ballpark or catching the game at home. Surfside is only 100 calories with 0 bubbles, so it goes down easy with 0 troubles. It's not a seltzer. It's Surfside. Proud partner of the Kansas City Royals. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I went to Staples for a custom printed graduation banner and invites and saw that Party City is now at Staples.
Wait, what?
Party City is now at Staples.
So now Staples has balloons?
Yep.
Decorations?
Yes.
Streamers, cups, table covers?
Yep, Staples has everything for a party. And now buy 2 get 1 free on select foil balloons.
Holy confetti! So the best party start at Staples.
That was easy.
In 613 select stores, exclusions apply. In-store or buy online. Pick up in-store only.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? Overhead Door Company of Kansas City will make it all better. They will perform their full 26-task garage door tune-up for just $79. That's just $79 for up to 3 garage doors and openers. You need this done once a year, so why not now? And for just $79. Call Overhead Door Company of Kansas City at 816-221-0072 or schedule online at overheaddoorkc.com.
DQ presents the $7 meal deal, a delicious meal serving up serious value. We're talking 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and of course, a classic DQ sundae. Because come on, no meal is complete without a sweet treat. All for just $7. And now you can try it with the new honey sriracha dip. The DQ $7 meal deal, a satisfying meal full of big flavor for a great value. DQ, happy tastes good.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. 'Cause Birdie told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust in Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
When Kansas City storms roll through, hail and wind can damage your roof without you even realizing it. If your home was hit, call us at Century Roofing for a free inspection today. We handle every step with your insurance company, making the process stress-free and easy for you. For over 35 years and more than 35,000 roofs, we've been protecting Kansas City homes. Let us protect yours. Trust the pillars of strength with KC-based and female-owned. Century Roofing, KC.com.
Century Roofing, trust the pillars of strength.
This report is brought to you by Bet365. Winning is everything.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLInjuryLaw.com.
Traffic for Jay's Southland Tow Service. Be in the know and call Jay's Southland Tow. Northland 169 Highway southbound bogs down at I-29. Stays very heavy down past Briarcliff. Having unexpected car trouble or just in a car accident, call Jay's Southland Tow Service 816-779-4869 or southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments. They can do it all, so be in the know and call Jay's Southland Tow. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Look out for Max Minute on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is Kansas City's FM sports station, 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
You asked if Spec texted in. Somebody asked
Yes.
if Rob Britton texted in to say that Patrick Mahomes is washed.
Oh, yeah.
We're all washed in KC today, that's for sure.
Yeah, we got a river
Dang
running
right.
through the Odyssey parking lot. Not surprised. So now we've got rivers that are feeding our lakes in the parking lot.
We were talking Mahomes. I want to come back here with some stats because someone's like, Mahomes not a good year. You mentioned his stats last year. Just under 3,600 yards, 22 touchdowns, 11 picks.
There are two different conversations. There's a Mahomes year and there's a good year.
Yeah, correct. That was a good year. Mahomes years, outliers and anomalies and all-timers. Can't do that every season. Just to mention, that was in 14 games. Josh Allen in 17 games. 36-60, 25-10. One less interception, 3 more touchdowns, 90 more yards in 3 more games.
Can I ask how many rushing touchdowns?
Totally fair. Give me a second.
Because he had, 25 touchdowns, you said?
Yeah, 25 passing touchdowns.
Right. And rushing was?
Yeah, I got to get to him. Sorry.
So I bet it's like 7. Which, again, that's the Josh Allen way.
Jeez, did he really have? Yeah,
that's
14.
14.
Yeah, it was a big rushing.
That's
year.
huge. I was going to say, it's pretty big.
I mean, I knew he had a big, impressive number when it came to rushing touchdowns last year because they talked about it.
It was all their offense was.
Because what was it in the Chiefs game when he got the rushing touchdown? And
that one was badass. And he does have some badass ones. I'll give him that. They're not all Jalen Hurts, but a few of them are Jalen Hurts rushing touchdowns, which I'm just going to say, like, all right,
Fair.
cool.
Yeah, they do the tush.
Great, but we don't ever really compare rushing stats and running touchdowns for a quarterback unless it's like Lamar Jackson, right? And that's, one of the things of his game. But Josh Allen's in that same category. That's a big part of his game. It's not a big part of Mahomes' game. He runs and understands how to pick up first downs, but the offense isn't predicated on him running. I think the offense in Buffalo, a lot of that is predicated on Josh Allen running the football.
Absolutely.
I don't want my quarterback, to be a run 1.2 is instead of, I want him to be a passing quarterback. I don't need my quarterback to be able to run unless he needs to run. I don't want to design my offense around that. That puts that guy in harm's way, if you will. I mean, you don't want your quarterback running around out there. So passing yards, passing numbers, all of that kind of stuff. Patrick Mahomes was the same as Josh Allen in 3 less games.
Yep.
Hit it.
Bob's Boneheads.
You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, this week, and this is the last I'm going to talk about this because it's driving me nuts that so many people that cover the sport can be this clueless about what's going on in that sport. And I'm talking about the NCAA tournament and the expansion to 76. That's official now. Mm-hmm. The boneheads aren't the NCAA for expanding it. It's the people who cover the sport that don't understand why they are expanding the NCAA tournament. I saw Colin Cowherd, I think it was yesterday, talking about the tournament. He goes, they're expanding it to 76 teams. It just doesn't feel bigger. It feels smaller when you do something like this. But this is the benefit-ish of what has happened over the last 15 years. This is the residual effect, I guess you could say, of conference realignment. These big 4, Power 4, all of their schools represented, and they don't want the little schools in the NCAA tournament. Now, second weekend, I'm a big, let's get the best teams, we can move forward. First weekend, we all love the potential of the upset in the NCAA tournament. If you didn't expand this tournament to 76, the ACC, the SEC, the Big Ten, the Pac-12, not the Pac-12, the Big 12, we're all going to take their ball and form their own tournament. At least the Big Ten and the SEC have been talking about that. And that's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to lose the premier conference in the Big Ten, the second best conference in the SEC, to go form their own thing because they feel that they can generate more money. So expanding to 76, yes, it's going to let some of the lower teams in from the power conferences, but it's also going to keep the quote-unquote sanctity of the NCAA tournament where the conference of, Mines winner can still get in, where you can still have the Southern Conference champion get in to the NCAA tournament. And that was the only way to preserve the NCAA tournament that we know and that we love the way that it is right now. Without expansion, guys, we would have lost the tournament. The big schools would have moved on. They wanted more of their teams in, and they wanted less small teams in the NCAA tournament. But the tournament is what it is because of the allure of Cinderella. Had they gotten rid of that, I think the NCAA tournament would have taken a big hit. I just don't think it's going to take a big hit. So you got games on Tuesday and Wednesday. When have we ever been in a world where we didn't want more playoff games? We want to expand the college football playoff all the time, right? We all like postseason games. We all like playoff games. Why are we now against having these games on Tuesday or Wednesday? And the other thing is, if you don't like it, don't watch it. But it's preserving the tournament for the rest of us that still want to see Austin Peay in there trying to beat Duke on a Thursday afternoon.
I think that the counter would just be that it doesn't feel as prized when there's that many
I
teams.
understand that.
And I think
too,
that's
yeah.
more so. And like when you go to the college football thing, it was like, we're going to put 4 teams. Oh, cool. How about 8? We'll do 8. Well, that's still not enough. How about 12? 12's the perfect number, in my opinion, for college football playoff. If that's how many there is. I don't know. At the top, I think it's 12.
It's 12 now.
Yeah, and that's
12,
where it should
yeah.
stay. But the problem is, like, we just can't keep a good thing and do it, right? Like, we've 68, 72, 96. It's like, now it just kind of seems like we're jumping the shark, if that makes sense in my opinion.
Well, it's only 20% of the teams, roughly, that are getting into the NCAA tournament. You look at some of these other leagues that allow half the teams. And how many NBA teams are getting in? 20? Of the 30, 2/3 of the NBA teams are making it into the playoffs. I know you don't want to count the play-in game, but it's still.
Fine. No,
but, I mean,
fair. That's fine.
But say let's take even 16 teams getting it. It's still over half. We're talking about roughly 20% of college basketball making the tournament, and we're expanding by 8 teams. I mean, this isn't that big of a deal at all. And if they're going to play the games, you're going to watch the games. It's more games to bet on. It's more fun for the bracket. Maybe you come up with a game that you can play on for the Tuesday games, a game that you can play for the Wednesday games, get everybody kind of involved in that. And then by the time Thursday rolls around, everybody's playing basketball. We've had the play-in games. It's just a couple more of those quote-unquote play-in games, essentially, that we're going to see. And if past 76 may be a bit much, I would think. But if this is what we're going to get to save the NCAA tournament and keep it the way that we've loved the NCAA tournament, I'm good with that, because by the time Thursday rolls around, nobody's talking about Tuesday and Wednesday games.
Exactly. Thursday and Friday will be unharmed by this.
Exactly. That's the other thing. We're not ruining what everybody loves. We're adding more games to Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes.
Big deal.
Cool. Big whoop. On Tuesday at 7:30, you'll be like, oh, that game's on, and you'll turn it on, but you won't think anything of it. And then Thursday, you're still going to take off work. You're still going to have 17 beers. It's going to be great.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the way to look at it. Now you could do that on Tuesday and Wednesday potentially too. You
Take
know,
the week.
Take the entire week off. Like if you're a college basketball junkie, a sports junkie, like having extra games in the NCAA tournament, that is not a bad thing, especially the way that the NCAA tournament resonated this year. People were in love with the NCAA tournament this year.
I had the knee-jerk reaction like, oh, no, more
Of course,
teams.
yeah, right.
And then, like, I thought about it more, listened to you, Bob, and I'm just like, yeah, no, it makes sense. Like, this is actually going to be fine. And again, the prize possession, Thursday and Friday, it's okay.
It's not changing.
Not changing.
It's like anything in life with change. Our immediate reaction is this sucks. Before you do any of the research, before you look at anything, before you figure out the why, we always say this sucks. And then you hear the why, and you're like, because I was the same way when I heard expansion. I'm like, we don't need to expand. We don't need any more teams. I like it the way it is. Oh, the Big Ten and SEC are going to leave and form their own tournament if we don't do this? Okay, expand to 76.
Bluffort, they had 7-5 offsuit, and the NCAA commission said, all right, we got a call.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But with the way that everything's been going in college sports, why would you not call their bluff? Even if it was a bluff, why? You've got to take everything serious now. We've got teams that are based in California in the ACC, for God's sakes. Anything's possible in college sports.
I don't fear, this is random, I don't fear death, but I fear ways of dying, right? Like, what's your biggest fear? Drowning, burning?
My biggest fear, I was just actually talking to somebody about this, is not being there for my daughter's weddings. That's my biggest fear.
Okay.
I would just say biggest fear of dying, like you were saying, burning. We were having that conversation. Burning.
Choking on a McRib. Did you see this story from South Africa yesterday?
No.
Police airlifted a crocodile with the body of a
I did.
59-year-old man inside.
I didn't know that was South Africa. I just assumed Florida.
Yes, that's what a lot of people said in the comments. The remains are believed to be of the 59-year-old Gabriel Batista, who had previously been swept away in raging floodwaters. On Monday, Batista reportedly tried to dive over a flooded bridge to reach his hotel and bar, but he and his truck were swept into the water. He was then swept down the river where crocodiles were waiting for prey. It is unclear if Batista was already deceased when he was eaten, but authorities believe some of his other remains may have been eaten by other crocodiles. And you can see the crocodile being airlifted.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, talk about wild.
Yeah, drowning in a flood than getting eaten by an alligator would suck.
I mean, somebody says now from the 816, you can get a vasectomy on a Tuesday.
Yes. Exactly. Great point.
That's awesome.
Off-season editions, Kansas City Chiefs style, plus early MVP odds are out here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Window World, they're like, do you guys do any charity work? Is there anything we can get involved in? And I'm like, yeah, we've got Dayton Morse Foundation. See you in the Major Leagues Golf Tournament coming up. You want to be a sponsor? They're like, absolutely, we are in. And I couldn't be more pleased to do business with a company like Window World because they're always giving back to the Kansas City community. They know how important that is, and they also know how good their windows are. And I do as well. We have over 30 windows in our house that are from Window World, and they're ranked number one of windows sold in the country by Qualified Remodeler magazine. And Window World windows are one of the 2 windows with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. Plus, they're the official windows of the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's time for you to get some new windows and work with a company that is flat out awesome. Call 1-800-GET-WINDOWS to get that free in-home estimate. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS or at windowskansascity.com. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. It's Window World.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. O'Reilly.
Save money on your next full synthetic oil change at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for just $35.95. We can recommend all the oil change supplies you need. Shop your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Baseball is back, and BetMGM, official partner of Major League Baseball, is bringing the high heat all season long. All season long, you can log into the BetMGM app and receive top-tier promos that put you in the batter's box and up the excitement for America's pastime. Step up to the plate all season with Swing for the Fences, the free-to-play game where every swing could score you rewards. We're talking parlay boost tokens, odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost, and even bonus spins all season long. And the action doesn't stop there. Get more out of every at-bat and every inning with MLB Same-Game Parlay Boost. Stack your picks and boost your potential payout. Plus, lock in bigger value with MLB Odds Boost Tokens and MLB Parlay Boost Tokens all season long. More boost, more swings, more chances to win. Download the BetMGM app and step up to the plate today.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Please gamble responsibly. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here or wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Northland 169 highway southbound, crawling from 29 down past Briarcliff, stays heavy to 9 highway with construction. 635 southbound, heavy from the split with Fairfax Trafficway to the bridge, northbound and very slow coming up from K5. On the east side, 70 westbound at the Blue Ridge cutoff with an accident. Just the right lane getting by, long delays from Noland and still building. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
For you older generations listening to this show, somebody that you probably all watched as a young adult, Kurt Loder is
mentioned. I mean, stuff from the 80s, the 90s, MTV raps they were running on there, heavy metal stuff back in the day. And I'm watching all this stuff, right? And it's the old music videos from the 80s and 90s. My daughter comes downstairs. She looks at the TV. She goes, Dad, are you watching porn?
Oh.
I said, no, that is MTV. That is music. And I all of a sudden had a flashback to my parents like, you're not watching MTV. It's pornography or these music videos. I'm like, it's music videos. It's not. But then I was like, for somebody who doesn't know, comes downstairs, looks at that, because they don't know music video. Mac, did you even watch music videos back in your day? Like MTV was not.
No, in the way you're speaking of, no.
No, because you were born when again?
98.
Yeah, that was the end of Total Request Live.
Yeah, all that stuff was done.
Kurt Loder was in the home.
I just had to look up who that was.
I'm
100%.
sure you did. Yeah, one of the first MTV VJs,
never heard of him or seen him.
MTV guy, but I just thought that was so funny. My daughter's like, what the hell is this? I'm like, it's music videos, man. It's what we watched all the time.
And
it's freaking sick.
26 years ago today, Boy Meets World had their series finale.
Wow. How many years?
26.
Okay,
May 5th, 2000.
29 years ago today, Married with Children had their season or series finale as well. I mean, the time that goes by in the blink of a freaking eye. I mean, it's I am a little bit going through it today. A friend of mine passed away, as I talked about. My friend Dan Chandler with Salty Iguana. The John Sterling thing really got to me as well yesterday, too, because I heard a story about what he had to Sterling. That was his goal. This summer, his daughter was getting married, and his goal was to be there to walk her down the aisle. And he was not able to make it, obviously. 87 years old, lived a hell of a life. But I was listening to that, and I started breaking down yesterday. Then I found out my friend Dan Chandler, Spanky, died. And I'm like, oh, my God. What's happening, man? Life is moving way too fast. Kurt Loder, 81 years old. Jesus.
Somebody said from the 816, holy sheets,
81. Yeah, that's what I said. 81. And last year you probably told me he was 80, and I went the same thing. 80? Kurt Loder's 80? Next year you'll tell me he's 82, and I'm like, 82? I can't believe that. But yes, holy sheets is right, man. It's insane. Like nuts that he's 80-some years old. And so life happens fast, man. It really does. And before you know it, this stuff is over. And we're focused on the inconsequential all the time. Focus on the stuff that matters, Focus on what really, truly matters. And, man.
Nothing really matters right now in the NFL. As you get the ramp-up season going on for every team and their rosters. But there were a lot of additions. I know the draft is the main chunk of all that, but obviously you've got Justin Fields and Tonga and Walker and DiMercato. Who are the two most important that you guys have, drafted players and free agency players, that have added to this roster that can make an impact next year?
I'm interested to see what Mac has to say about this one, because I've been wrestling with this one in my mind. I think Justin Fields is a very important addition. The more that I look at it, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, he's not a backup quarterback, guys. He is an all sorts of guy. He's going to do a lot. I think, as Dusty always says, I know that I'm hard. I think there's a lot of that going on at Arrowhead right now because of the things that they believe that they can do with Justin Fields. And the reason I say he's more than a backup quarterback, look at who they took in the 7th round, right? That's their backup quarterback of the future. That's the guy that they're going to groom to be that backup quarterback of the future. Justin Fields won't be here after this season. And I think, with a refreshed Andy Reid, as we've talked about, I think Justin Fields, and maybe I'm just totally wrong on this, and he's going to stand there and hold the clipboard all season long. But I know for me, I've got visions of so many different things happening on the field with Justin Fields. So I think he's a very important addition to this team. And then I also think, Emmett Johnson is the other guy that I'm going to look at, because I've not heard the organization talk about a draft pick like that since Trent McDuffie, really, of all the kind of things that they think he can do. I mean, Andy Reid has already comped him to LaShawn McCoy, who's a Hall of Famer. They've talked about his side-to-side lateral movement like it's nobody's business. They put out the perfect video of him over the bags. Andy says he can block already and catch out of the backfield, which Andy also said are two important things that running backs need to know. They say he can do that already. I think he's going to be a big part of this offense. October, where's Emmett Johnson? Anybody see that guy? Those are the two that I think, because of the way that I am creating things in my mind.
I think the two that I would go with are Ken Walker, Because that's going to be the
Huge.
transition that Andy Reid's going to need to kind of implicate this new form of offense to no longer be stale. And the other one I'll do is R Thomas.
R Mason Thomas.
R Mason Thomas. R Cal True Luck.
That's so look so listen to this real quick, and if this makes sense, I hope. We haven't seen somebody like this in the running back room since 2017 when Kareem Hunt was here as a third-round pick out of Toledo that had the skill set that you could lean on. Not necessarily discrediting Damian Williams and all those guys, but lean on and be like, that's our guy.
Those guys were undrafted free agents that were on their third team that Andy Reid turned into great running backs, you know?
And the other one is Andy Reid had to get outside of his element and do something different because
Love it. Yeah, those are great reasonings for all the guys you mentioned. I mean, Ken Walker's has the ability to unlock this whole offense and create comfortability for Mahomes. That's got to be important. You mentioned, I mean, for Ken Walker, a guy that has dealt with nicks and little injuries and some missed time, a guy like Emmett Johnson, who we know we can spell him in a big game. Like, that's massive. Instead of Ken Walker having 30 carries, it's 18 or 19. And those 10 or 11 are for Emmett Johnson, and those are massive. So, yeah, for me, I'll go Peter Woods, because we're talking about unlocking players. I'm going to go two guys that are going to make the best players around them, because these aren't the two best additions. That's Ken Walker, Mansour Delane, and we could go down the list, right? But the two most important to me are Peter Woods, because he's going to unlock Chris Jones. He's going to create pressure again, and he's going to bring back what we saw flashes of a couple years ago in George Karlaftis. He's going to bring that back. Peter Woods is going to be, he's the best defensive tackle in the draft. He's one of the best athletes in the draft. I think he's going to pop off the screen week one. So that's one for me. And then number two, guy that we haven't talked about a lot, I think is extremely important, Alohi Gilman, the safety, because he can play slot corner, he can play safety. We've talked about that position in this deep corners that we know they can be and have that man sticky coverage and be physical.
What?
In this defense, it's all about the safety. Literally, they cannot do that without the safety. We saw it last season. Trent McDuffie had one of his worst years. Is it because McDuffie lost the ability to be a man coverage corner? No. It's because there weren't those safeties behind him. It's because the pressure wasn't there. Peter Woods creates the pressure. Alohi Gilman.
He's a guy that you say, go get that guy, be in this position, be in that. He'll do everything you want him to do, but he's not going to be that alpha male that Justin Reid was back there. And so I don't know anything about Alohi Gilman. I don't know if he's an alpha male. I don't know what his status is. But I would think, Mac, to your point, that after not having Justin Reid, Steve Spagnuolo, who regretted not having Justin Reid, probably made it pretty clear and evident to Brett Veach, I need an alpha male back there at that safety position who's going to be the guy who positions everybody, the guy who tells everybody what to do, the guy who gets on people. I need that leader back at safety. So I'm going to guess, just because they lacked that last year, that Alohi Gilman is the guy this year that's going to be, or somebody's going to be, the Justin Reid and the Tyrann Mathieu that we didn't have last year.
What do you believe to be sound as of right now? That the offense is back to its ways, or the Spags sort of defense is back to its ways?
I think the Spags defense right now, it's easier to get your defense back, I think. Add a few pieces and just go get the quarterback. I think it's harder on offense because you got guys got to learn the playbook. And we know.
Yeah, we know it's a difficult one. Man.
And if you're not 100%, we know probably not going to play.
What's bigger, or Andy Reid's playbook or Mitch Holthus's draft Bible?
Oh, man. I'll go Andy Reid's playbook.
I mean, Mitch's draft playbook has a orbit around it.
I mean, Austin's putting that thing together today for next year. He works an entire...
Yes.
And in a situation like that, I don't mind him hoarding. Because there's going to be... I mean, we saw the play from 1932.
Yes, exactly.
Andy's got volumes. Like, you know, Clarkson there's like, we need new shelves. This thing's going to collapse. With all these plays that are on it. And so I guarantee you, Andy, who I'm starting to believe does have that photographic memory that I know Bill Self has for sure. But I'm starting to believe that Andy has that as well. Andy can probably go back now to remember that play we ran November 3rd of 2002 when Donovan ran left? I guarantee you he can do that. And he can go right to that playbook and pull it out and say, this fits us right now.
Yes, they can.
Because you're going to see some of that he's already using the LaShawn McCoy comps to Johnson. Start looking.
I know that I'm hard
for some of those LaShawn McCoy plays that we saw in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Come over to this playbook and see. Go look at what LaShawn McCoy did his early years with Andy Reid. See how he utilized him. That's probably going to be how they utilize Emmett Johnson. At least he made the comp to him, right?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
Cyrus Allen can be the Deshaun Jackson. I'm in for that.
Sure. I mean, but seriously, same type of size, right?
Yes.
5'7" speed.
Yes.
Like, all you got to do is go downfield, make a couple of plays, return a few kicks. Like, Deshaun Jackson was a great football player. There's no doubt about it. But that's a good comp. I mean, if we're comping LaShawn McCoy, why can't we comp that kid?
Exactly.
It seems that the favorite to win MVP, now these odds come from BetMGM. Again, it's Josh Allen's award to lose. Here we are once again. We'll see what happens with the year. But Josh Allen, 6-1 to win MVP. But it seems that most of the action is on Caleb Williams to win the MVP next year. We already know that Mahomes is going to win Comeback Player of the Year. Like, that's, you might as well just throw that out.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably already like minus 10,000.
I was going to say, there's got to be like negative $100 million on that, right?
It ranks on this list. Because he won the MVP 2 years ago, didn't win it last year, and I would assume that last year,
Holmes.
Not good.
What are the Bengals without Joe Burrow?
Not good.
See, now we see why the quarterback gets that MVP award every single year, right?
Yeah, and I mean, we've always said that there should be a chance where they should just make it like the quarterback award.
of the year and then have an MVP.
And if you need to polish Brady's ego, call it the Tom Brady Award. I don't care. Just make it their own category. Is there a name that you're on right now that maybe you would take over somebody else? Because like right now, Justin Herbert's 11-1, and he's obviously always a name that people like to throw around. But man, I don't see how you can't go against Patrick Mahomes on this list. 10-1 for Patrick Mahomes winning the MVP.
Great odds. You're not going to get better odds.
Probably not. Caleb Williams being the favorite, though. That they know people in Chicago are dumb.
No, the most bet.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But favorite would be Josh Allen.
Favorite is Josh Allen on this one.
6-1.
And then ticket. The guy has a bum ankle. This tells you how stupid people are.
Could you imagine if he won Comeback Player of the Year? Would that crash you out, Mac?
Yeah, that would piss me off.
Yeah, seriously. Well, let's see how the season shaped out. They're 11-5, and we're 6-11 again. Well, then that's
then it is what it is,
right? Yeah. But if we're winning the division and Patrick Mahomes is dominating and Bo Nix gets comeback play, like, have we ever seen Comeback Player of the Year and MVP in the same season? Because I don't think we have.
No.
Because you can make the case that Patrick Mahomes is both going into this season. He will be the comeback player of the year, and we will see what a healthy Patrick Mahomes means to the Chiefs and then see them flip it around from where they were a year ago. So you could make the case that Patrick Mahomes is the MVP and the comeback player of the year. What's the parlay odds on something like that?
Well, you can't really parlay most of these futures.
You can't?
Stuff.
Damn.
No.
I would love to parlay Mahomes as MVP and comeback player of the year.
But what you could parlay is like Mahomes MVP, Chiefs win AFC West, Chiefs win AFC, and Chiefs win Super Bowl.
Sure.
That would be insane. I mean,
you could probably do that. Yeah,
you definitely could because it's separate futures. Whereas, like, who knows? You might be able to do. It depends on what book you get it at. But you could just make both bets and put more units on it than you normally would.
Yeah.
So right now from the text line comeback, Pat is plus 150. Kyler Murray, or plus 150 to plus 175. Kyler Murray is plus 600. If it works in Minnesota.
Yeah, which I believe it will.
And he'd be coming back from an injury.
Yeah.
Then it's going to. And then I just saw today that
But what's he really coming back from? He's never been anything.
Well, then that's exactly the answer. He's coming back from nothing and becoming something, and he's coming back from an injury and turning his career around in Minnesota like, here he is. This is the guy that we always thought he could be. I also will say this. I saw a funny, I don't know if it was any truth to it, but it said Aaron Rodgers to the Arizona Cardinals.
I keep seeing that.
Why not? LaFleur, Rodgers, Arizona. He's going to have a quarterback in waiting to take his job. It just makes perfect sense to put Aaron Rodgers back in purgatory.
Yeah, it'd be great. Yeah.
I mean, Jeremiah Love, Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch, Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride. I've seen way worse skill position groups than that.
No doubt. Who did you see the Chiefs last year? Who is
Chiefs this year?
Who is the quarterback Jacoby Brissett out in Arizona right now?
Yep.
What are you giving up though if you're Arizona to get him? Because there has to be some sort of compensation to Pittsburgh, right? They put that thing on there.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you're right. Also, they're paying Minshew, as you mentioned, $8 million. So they're already $12 million, I think, between Brissett and Minshew.
Right. They're deep into that quarterback well right now. So does Aaron Rodgers even make sense for Arizona? Like, what are you accomplishing? Because I would question that. If they went out and got Aaron Rodgers, the Arizona Cardinals, you're only going to have this guy for – what are you doing? That's why you're a bad franchise. Because what a good franchise would do is say, screw it, we're not getting in bed with this guy for 1 year when we've got the Rams and 49ers and Seahawks in our division. Let's play the season out, see what happens. Top 4 or 5 picks next year could potentially all be quarterbacks. You have a better opportunity for franchise success doing it that way than 1 year with this Aaron Rodgers guy.
You know who the best bet is on this MVP board?
Who the best bet is?
Yeah, there's a best bet here. It's actually really clear. I didn't see it till just now, but it's obvious. He's got the least amount of bets on him. He's the least amount of money on him too. It's CJ Stroud at 66-1.
Oh, that's a great bet.
This is easy, guys. Like, he's had 2 bad seasons. We get it. We're in questioning who he is, but who's got the best roster in the AFC? Who's got a top 5 coach in the AFC?
Yeah.
It's CJ Stroud. Like, who's got a number 1 wide receiver, running backs, an offensive line that they've stuck money into? I think CJ Stroud, as much as bad as these last 2 seasons have been, they've also won over 10 games in both of them. They won a playoff game in both of them. He's as bad in our heads because he's as good as he was his rookie season.
That's right.
If he's 80% of that, I don't know, man.
Well, that's like we said, Mahomes had a bad year last year, and he didn't. We have these like that's when you come out of the gate hot. It sucks. Like when you're a rookie and you dominate like Patrick Mahomes did. You have set the bar that everybody thinks, well, that's the baseline now. Well, that's not the way this league works. That's not the way life works, right? So that's not the baseline. You have to get past that. CJ Stroud, the New England Patriots, right?
Yep.
Where did the New England Patriots finish their season? In the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The year before that, they lost in the divisional round. To who? The Kansas City Chiefs. Where did they finish their season? In the Super Bowl.
Yes.
It's not like they're going out there and losing wild card games and getting beat when they shouldn't get beat. They're getting to basically where their level of competency has been over the last couple of years, and they're losing to teams that have gone on to the Super Bowl. So yeah, CJ Stroud needs to play better. There's no doubt, but I don't hate that MVP bet at all.
At 66-1,
why not?
Yeah, the odds are so there.
Yeah, why not? Like, take a flyer on that. A $10 bet on something like that could ride all season long. That's
$660.
Yeah.
And if they're 11-4 going into the end of the season, and they're offering you a $200 cash out, take it. See you later.
Yeah.
And he loses to whoever, and then you're great. You got $200. So I don't know. I don't hate that, and I like Jaden Daniels as well.
Do you think ultimately, though, that voters will allow C.J. Stroud to be the MVP? Will they be able to look past the Burrows, the Allens, the Mahomes, and the Lamars in the AFC alone to be the MVP? Because that's where I am right now. Are we going to see enough voters allow C.J. Stroud to be the MVP? But I like your thinking, man. If they're offering you a $200 cash out on a $10, take it.
See ya.
Yeah.
Exactly right. To answer your question, possibly because the Texans play the Bills and the Ravens.
Okay.
So he can conquer those 2 quarterbacks, and then he'll have to deal with Mahomes. He doesn't get a chance to play him, it doesn't look like. But if he beats both of them, both Lamar, and he plays the Bengals. I mean, he could beat all 3 of those guys.
He beats all 3 of those guys. Yeah, we're having a conversation.
Having a big discussion.
Yeah. And maybe you're not taking that $200 cash
Yeah,
out
I'm holding.
right?
Yeah.
Rodgers.
Gosh.
250-1.
You make the list.
He's right above C.J. Stroud. People are betting more on Aaron Rodgers than they are C.J. Stroud.
Wow. More on Malik Willis.
Stroud's been in the gym more than Abdul Carter. Coming up next, we get into Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed.
Well, that's dog.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 are here to make Kansas City awesome. And that's what they've been doing for almost 140 years, building everything new in Kansas City. And now they're ready to help you and your company, because there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. So if you're an HVAC contractor, this is what they're going to do for you. They're going to provide you a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and those economic conditions. And the Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size, skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during the times you need it the most. And that allows you to go out there and make more money. Bid on every project that you're able to fit in your business model. And the Sheet Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 will provide the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees. There's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help grow your business and profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
DQ presents the $7 meal deal, a delicious meal serving up serious value. We're talking 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and of course, a classic DQ sundae. Because come on, no meal is complete without a sweet treat. All for just $7. And now you can try it with the new honey sriracha dip. The DQ $7 meal deal, a satisfying meal full of big flavor for great value. DQ, happy tastes good.
Spring is here, and if you're still feeling exhausted with no energy and no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone, and at the Low T Center, you can book your free testosterone test to see if you qualify for TRT customized to your body by expert providers. Choose self-pay or insurance. You can even have your treatment shipped to your door. Low T Center has got some of the highest quality testosterone, and the providers tailor it to you so you know it's effective. Put the spring back in your step. Head to lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com and book your TRT appointment today.
This Mother's Day, treat all of the moms in your life like a queen. No, wait, an empress. With a little help from Hy-Vee. Surprise her with a stunning floral arrangement, or choose from dozens of gift cards for some retail therapy. Then bring the whole family to brunch at the Hy-Vee Market Grill. Just $19.90 queen for the day. Only at Hy-Vee.
Moms are the most important people in our life, and she deserves to be honored on Mother's Day. This year, treat your mom to an amazing brunch at Hy-Vee with fresh eggs, crispy bacon and sausage, biscuits and gravy, fresh fruit, sweet treats, and so much more. You can bring the whole family for just $19.99 for adults, $6.99 for kids 6 to 12, and kids 5 and under eat free. It's Mother's Day brunch at Hy-Vee. They have everything to honor Mom. So make this Mother's Day the most memorable ever, only at Hy-Vee.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your Nature-Made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature-Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law. The Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit swlinjurylaw.com.
Brought to you by DM Injury Law, Missouri side, 70 westbound, heavy, Oak Grove into Graham Valley with an accident before the Buckner exit. About 2 miles of slow stuff to get through there. Northland 169 highway southbound, very slow from the 29 interchange down past Briarcliff. 635 southbound, just crawling from Fairfax traffic way to the bridge. Northbound heavy as well with construction. Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law. How about 3 great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results. Mike's got this. 816-888-7500. Mike's got this. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
We have Startbridge Cut in about 14 minutes. It is a Cinco de Mayo Taco Tuesday collab. So you kind of see where we're headed that
Big
way.
day.
Oh, yeah. Better believe it. So when you go out to your Mexican restaurants tonight, please be kind to your servers.
Please do
It is a
that,
hectic
yes.
day in those places. And then on Sunday, when you take out your lovely mothers or your wives, also be kind to the servers. They are having one hell of a day.
Oh, yes, they are. What was it like? Is that the worst day, Mother's Day, working?
Yep.
Okay, you're the second person now in 2 days that has told me that. Why? Like, what happens on Mother's Day? Like, why aren't people behaving?
I don't know if it's behaving. It's
Okay.
just more so you have so much. Dads in June tend to be like, I don't really want to go out to eat. I can grill out. I just want to be at home.
Exactly,
Right.
yeah.
Whereas everybody loves their mom, right? Like you want to get your mom out. You want to take her out. You don't want her to, and not most, but a lot of families, the mom's always been the cook, right?
Not in ours.
So you want to have, well, she plans.
Yeah.
And you want
Organizes.
to, show her off. You've also got the collaboration of church gets out, lunch is ready, and then it's not a gradual like, hey, here's a party of 6, then here's a party of 2. It's like we've got 15, 10, 12, 18, 14, and you're like, okay.
That's a lot
let's
of
do
people
this.
to go out to dinner with. And I know I'm going to sidetrack this whole segment, and I don't care.
Yeah.
What is the proper number of people to go to dinner with?
There is none.
Matt kind of looked at me like with a thought almost.
For
like,
me, I don't think you should have more than 8.
That's what I'm asking. I'm
4
like,
to 8.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying it to me, like 8 is enough to where like you're probably going to put two tables together and no one's really going to shout over each other.
Right.
Now you could have 4 people at your table and they'd all still be shouting. But again, like I think 8's a good comfortable number. I say 8 because I don't have to like split my party when I used to work at Jack Stack. I could take that myself. Now,
Right.
sometimes I could persuade myself to take a 10 top and they'd be like, okay. But the minute you get pouty and frustrated, like it's not happening anymore. So it was kind of fun to do that. But
right.
the
Because you
mothers
see these people with like 20 people, they're going out to dinner,
Yeah.
and it's just like a long table. I'm like, you're not even conversing with everybody at the table. And another thing, and I know I'm picky, give me a round table if I'm going out with all those people.
That's fair. Table 50 at Jack Stack and Lee Summit was the best. It's in the back corner with the windows. It's the best table in the restaurant. If you ever got asked to go to table 50 and the GM was there, you knew you were done.
Oh,
it was
really?
the train station.
Oh.
Hey, can you come in at 10:30 instead of 10:45? I just want to talk to you for a little bit. Maybe at table 50. Okay.
You're done.
It's over.
Yeah.
You're going to the
Talk
train
to you
station
later.
with Rip. If you know, you know. No, but I will say, if you want my biggest horror story, it was COVID, Mother's Day.
Oh, God.
And if you're familiar with this area in Lee Summit where Jack Stack is, it sits on the corner of Pryor and 291 before it, or 470 before it goes into 291. So with COVID, we were doing everything with carry out. There was no in dining. Mother's Day is the Super Bowl at Jack Stack, in my opinion. Some people might say it's Christmas Eve. I'll say it's probably Mother's Day.
Because everybody's doing Mother's Day.
And they had a system where they could only get so many tickets per time. That system crashed.
Oh, God.
So we were getting more requests than we had for food. And everybody was showing up because it's May, right? We shut down in March, so it's starting to get more lax, but you still had to go through our system. They had police officers of Lee Summit directing traffic on Pryor. There's a Target superstore right there that had like snake lines of cars. And then you had the Karens that parked on the curb. They're like, where's my food?
Of course.
I need my Mother's Day food.
Back of the line there, Karen.
And we got to the point, I believe, if I apologize, Jeff, if I'm doing this wrong, but I believe at one point, one of the managers said, cut the phones. we cannot provide food that we are getting from the tickets because we don't have it.
We don't have the food.
And we had a system that failed us. And I mean, at the end of the shift, everybody was just like, can we go to the cooler and just grab something that has alcohol in it? It was one of the worst days.
Did they let you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Bennett. But the thing is that it was just one of those days that was like an anomaly. It was during a pandemic. It was crazy. It was hectic. And everybody just was like, I don't know what to do. I've got cars everywhere. I've got police officers directing traffic for a
It sounds like what
barbecue
Smokehouse
restaurant.
went through, too, up
I'm
in Zona
sure
Rosa.
everybody
Yeah.
that's been in the industry at least once during that time period, during one of those holidays, you went through something like that.
I mean, the parking lot at Zona Rosa is massive, as you know, and
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
would tell me the story all the time. They're like at the front, and then Dick's is, a half mile
Oh,
down.
yeah.
And he said, we got cars down, back, up, all, like, it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
insane.
Oh,
for
I
the
still
people.
have PTSD from that day.
And so you don't realize what people went through just that day alone in the restaurant business to make sure we all had great stuff for Mom. And so you're going out this year for Mother's Day. Obviously, it's a lot more tame than it was. Make sure you tip your servers. You take care of all those folks. If you're going over to Hawaiian Brothers today, please buy a soda.
Oh, yeah, 6 runs in a win. There you go.
Please buy a soda or something to keep these guys
Buy a
in
Dole Whip.
business. Buy a Dole Whip.
Yeah, you'll love
just
it.
buy something, please. Keep these guys in business. I don't want to hear that horror story of Hawaiian Brothers had to close down because they couldn't keep up with all the free food because the Royals are scoring runs and winning games. Buy a damn soda. I don't care if it's $3. Pay it. You're getting a free meal. Keep these guys in business. So, yeah, I'm with you. Like Mother's Day is one of those deals where you just got to be calm, and there's no reason to get upset. There's no reason to freak out. Everybody's trying to do the best that they possibly can. Just let it happen. And I think really the incidents occur because the clientele behaves in a bad way. It's never the servers. It's like when you see those fights at the airport, it's never the airport workers who are doing it. It's the clientele that's getting involved with each other. So the clientele this weekend at restaurants, be nice to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you get people on the text line. I wouldn't go out to eat if I did. I would go out to eat if you didn't have to tip at the end. Total crap.
That's the way our country works. Do I disagree with you? Not really. Would I like it to be Europe where they pay their servers? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not the way we do business here in the United States. Unfortunately, it would be great if restaurants paid their help, right? It works everywhere else in the world. But also, you know that going in. And so if that's not something that you're comfortable doing, then please feel free to stay at home because the person that you're stiffing on the tip, you're not stiffing the big boss.
Mm-hmm.
You're stiffing that guy or gal that's waiting on your table and giving you the 17 refills of Diet Pepsi.
And I will say to that texter, I'm glad you don't go out to eat. We don't need you. Somebody says, I figure the worst day at the restaurant should be Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a cakewalk.
Really?
It's 2 tops.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
They know they're getting laid. They're in the best mood of their life. How are you guys doing tonight? Nice. You guys been dating for a while? A couple years. Nice. What do you guys want to start off with? All right, leave us alone. We want to talk. No worries. You don't have to be attentive very much unless you're checking on beverages. So no, Valentine's Day is not that bad. Real quickly, so that was not a time in my life that I'd like to go back to. But this comes from Colin Spencer on X. Thought of the day. No one really warns you about this part of adulthood, the part where you start to feel homesick, not for a house, but for a moment in time, a version of life that does not exist anymore, a place you can't return to, and a feeling you don't know you'd miss until it was gone.
Yeah, it's true. Me, it's about 10 years ago. Early childhood with my kids.
Yeah.
It's not my childhood that I want to go back to or anything like that. I want to go back about 10 years when they were a little bit younger because I see the end in sight and it really sucks. It really sucks. What about you guys? If you could go back to a moment.
I'd do anything for my mom to post an annoying post on Facebook.
I give you that.
I'd do
I
anything.
understand that, yeah. No matter how you roll your eyes, you wish you could roll your eyes one more time.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, she had Snapchat and it was ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
I would do anything.
Oh, she had Snapchat?
yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Snapchat.
Awesome. She had to keep up with the Joneses, man. She had to keep her
man.
tabs, man. But I'd do anything to get that comment that just says, where was my invite? Oh, Mom, God. I'd do anything. Anything. I can't get it back, and I won't ever get it back, but damn it, I wish I could.
And that's the thing with regret. You start to lose people. Don't lose people, man. Don't have that regret. Reach out, talk to people.
Or I'd do anything to have my parents pay for my gas.
Yeah, I mean, $4.29 a gallon right now, man.
$4.20, yes.
Yes.
$4.20, yes.
Yeah. Mac, are you old enough to have one? And I don't mean that in a negative way. Like,
well, I have things that I reminisce on, moments that I wish I could go back to, times in life that. But yeah.
I don't have regrets.
No, I don't have regrets. I have things that I reminisce on or times in life that I wish I would have cherished more. Right. I mean, I'm sure that's just going to keep on happening. And I'm sure this is a time now that I wish I would have cherished more. Right. That's just like aging and learning. But
are you saying you didn't cherish the Chiefs run enough?
Yeah, I'm sure I didn't.
Because I'm sure there's a lot of people, even though I told you for the last 10 years, cherish this.
Take it in. Yeah.
It'll be happening every year. 6 and 11. Oh, my God. I missed this so much.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's great. Like, you get these people on here that says, I'd love to go back to my daughter's 10th birthday. I took her to her first Chiefs game, and to see the joy she had as a child just melts your heart.
Like, I was thinking about it yesterday. I'd love to go back to the day in Denver we got In-N-Out Burger. Or the day that I took my other daughter up to Minnesota, went shopping at the Mall of America. Stuff like that.
Or like the day when you went and saw Travis Kelce's last game.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to do it again. That's when you actually get to go do it again.
We get to do it again this year, right? That didn't have the buzz that I was hoping it would have, but, it was what it was. But, those are the small moments that you just, you got to cherish them because they do go so fast. And those are the ones you always look back on. Not one of us has said anything about work. Like not one person has said, man, I'd love to go back to that day where I got that big sale. Nobody ever thinks about that kind of stuff. You want to go back to when you were happy and when things were great and things you loved in life. And, watching the kids grow up is hard. I didn't know it would be this difficult, but it is. I look at it now. I got 2 years left for one and 3 years left for another. I mean, it's over. They're driving. It sucks.
Yeah, you always go back and think to yourself, you wish you could have the good times back when you had them. Somebody says, I would love to see my son catch his very first fish on his SpongeBob fishing pole again. After he caught it, he tossed the pole in the water and said, I'm done. He said, but at least I got a damn good picture out of it. What a kid. Can't wait till he gets his first hole in one. Throw the club in the pond.
How old's that kid now? I'd like to know.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great. Oh, man, that's awesome. First Mother's Day for my wife this year, 2-month-old baby. Can't wait to celebrate her. Cheers, brother. We'll get back in the start bench cut next on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control do an unbelievable, amazing job. And if you don't believe it, just go look at my yard and go, oh, my gosh, that yard looked like awful a year ago. I'm like, yeah, it was bad. It was dirt. It was weeds. It was roots. It was just a total mess. And Aspen Lawn and Pest Control looked at my lawn and went, yeah, that's pretty bad, but nothing we can't handle. We'll get this thing taken care of. And they did. By the time fall came, my lawn was beautiful. And right now in the spring, it's popping, man. It's the best looking lawn on the block. There's no dandelions out there at all, just a beautiful green grass. And they have the best in the business. They have college-educated professionals at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control that study the seeds and the soil and the environment to know how to grow the perfect yards in Kansas City. And with the pest control side of things, they can put a mosquito dome over your house like they do for us, where you can sit in the backyard and not have to worry about the mosquitoes or any of the ticks or the fleas getting on your pets. The mosquito dome is the way to go. Right now, Aspen's going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So don't wait. Visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circa Sports. From baseball to basketball to hockey, Circa Sports has it all. Circa Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. High betting limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional customer service every game. Download Circa Sports app or visit circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
For nearly 100 years, Busey Wealth Management has helped families and businesses make smart financial decisions that stand the test of time. From personalized investment plans to tax strategies that work for you, we take a big picture approach, connecting you with the right experts to help protect what you've built and plan for what's next. Busey Wealth Management, here for every chapter of your financial story.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and Renner Garage Door is giving back. 5% of sales go to Authentic Life Foundation, and you get 5% off your project. Visit rennerdoor.com.
RENNER, RENNER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side 70 westbound Oak Grove into Green Valley. Long delays with an earlier accident, but construction maintaining the slowdowns from the Broadway exit, not quite to the Buckner exit. East side 70 westbound heavy from 435 past 31st Street with construction. Allen Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Hey Kansas City, this is Cole Reagans. On your way home from McKay, tune into Vern's postgame show right here on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. Here's Fescoe, Dusty, and Mac with this week's edition of Start, Bench, Cut.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where the hell that came from. Back here on 96.5 The Fan on a Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Cinco de Mayo Tuesday. Friendship Tuesday. 913-586-7965. Send in your start, bench, cut. Fescoe wants to know. I'm going to ask you guys this again. And damn it, I'm getting serious. I need you guys to be serious. Start, bench, cut your home run leaders at the end of the season for the Kansas City Royals. Cags, Carter, Sal.
Sal, Cags, Carter.
Okay.
Carter, Cags, Sal.
Geeks. Okay. Taco Tuesday. Cinco de Mayo. Tacos, burritos, enchiladas.
I was asking some people over the weekend. I asked my nephew, taco, taquito, burrito, or chimichanga?
I don't like the chimmy.
I don't either.
It's a fried burrito. And it's like hard on the edge.
Yeah, and a taquito is basically a small fried taco.
I do like a taquito, though.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, I'll take that back. Taquitos,
yeah, they're money, dude.
It's all the same. That's why, like Mexican restaurants, man, that's the best business. It's the best business model. 3 ingredients and everything. So I'm going to start the taco. I will bench the enchilada, and I will cut the burrito. Now, the enchilada is interesting because I've got a friend of mine who lives in Texas who tells me the way to judge the quality of a Mexican restaurant is based on their enchiladas.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
You've heard that as well.
That's 100% fact.
Okay. And again, I lived in South Texas
what
for 2
shell
years.
Do they use? Do they do flour? Do they do corn?
Yeah.
What kind of, is it the green enchilada sauce or is it the red?
If you get a good green chicken enchiladas are...
Doctor my eyes.
Yeah, I fell in love with those when I was living in Texas. Green chicken enchiladas were just to die for.
I know that I'm hard. Yes, sir.
And corn tortillas.
6 of those and 6 Cayman Jacks, and
yes,
you're off.
You're off to the next level. But so you do agree?
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
It's kind of like at a steakhouse. I'll judge you by the way you make my filet.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the best cut of steak.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I just
But
never
everybody
really
teach
heard
their
that
own.
about the enchiladas.
Enchiladas, baby, or the authentic Mexican restaurants. They're tacos, like San Antonio's, right?
Yeah,
like
right,
that.
yeah.
That you don't go anywhere else.
I was at a party over the weekend at San Antonio's Cater. It was
Fudge.
awesome. Then somebody puked it in the yard.
Oh, no.
Yes.
What a waste.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
No, I'm starting the enchiladas. I'll bench the tacos, cut the burrito.
Okay, cool.
All right, margarita. Frozen, classic, or the skinny?
Yeah, I'm very particular about my margaritas. So classic, I'm going to start with. Is the skinny frozen or on the rocks?
So this is how I explain skinny margaritas. How I drink them. I am not everyone here. So what I call a skinny margarita in the summertime, I like to take a nice little añejo, which is a tequila, right? A little bit of a rock, not a huge rock, but a medium-sized ice, and then squeeze a lime, fresh lime on it, and let it sit for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. That's what I consider a skinny margarita.
I'm in on that. I don't hate that at all.
Let it sweat a little bit. You get that citrus of the lime juice, but it doesn't dilute the whole
I would ask you,
tequila
why
taste.
are we ruining the tequila?
You could also do that. You're a straight guy, so I mean, like you
I
like,
am,
you
yes.
like, you know, like vodka up
On
you
the
like,
rock.
yeah.
It's either on the rocks or straight. I'm not a huge mixer guy unless it's club soda. But yeah, that sounds good. So I'll bench that. I'll start the classic on the rocks margarita. No fillers, no processed fruit foods or anything like that. All natural ingredients, right?
Okay.
You use natural juices, natural lime juice, natural agave, all that natural. It can't be processed crap because it does affect the way the margarita tastes. I know I'm picky. So classic, skinny, then frozen on that one. No salt. Is the skinny margarita still a thing? Do people still really offer that? I don't think I see that much anymore.
Yeah, I think we're done with that.
Well, it's probably like because it was like using aspartame or something like that. They're like, this is actually debunking your theory.
Right.
It's like saying if I drink Diet Coke, I'll be fine. No.
It's like remember those chips back in the day, the Olean and the Olestra chips that were making everybody poop their ass out.
Okay.
Wow. But boy, they're healthy for you. Everybody was puking and pooping.
Okay.
Yeah, classic frozen skinny.
Okay. Somebody says start bench cut, pellet ice, ice cubes, or no ice. I love that Sonic pellet ice.
I think it's the overrated ice, but it's better than no ice.
Okay.
So you're starting the ice cubes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it takes up a lot of volume in your glass, and it reduces the amount of beverage that you get.
The pellet ice?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Think about it. Fill a cup with pellets.
That's the worst. So your boys.
That's one of those trays and stick them in the freezer because nobody had an ice machine.
Some people say the skinny margarita does still kind of exist. It says that they use the agave syrup and lime. And hard drop from today, Watson, yeah, or Fescoe laughing. I didn't know we had a Fescoe laughing drop.
Watson, yes!
That's number one.
Yes, sir. It is
love
Tuesday.
that.
All right.
Taco starting.
Del Taco.
Oh, I had a
sadly.
boss one time ordered the whole menu.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Whole
This
menu,
place.
and then said, "What would you like?"
And for my meal.
And yeah, exactly.
Right.
Excuse me, you ordered the whole menu? Yeah, for me. Okay, John, I'll take one taco, please.
Yeah, so I guess I have to de facto cut it, even though I think I'd bench it over Taco John's if I had it once. Taco John's,
Okay.
Yeah, you sound like you've been hanging out with my wife. She must have got to you.
other than the Olays, what do they got?
Tacos.
That's fine.
Carne asada.
Start the chicken, bench carne asada, cut the beef.
Agreed.
Okay. This one's going to be kind of funky the way I deliver this. Salsa type. We grew up on paste.
That's
dude.
what I was just going to say. We did too, Dusty. Liquid salsa, yeah, but the paste stuff, that's why I'm cutting it. Oh, God. I mean,
New York City.
Yeah, keep it there. Like it would, it
Preferences on tequila. So maybe these names are a little foreign to you.
Mm-hmm.
You want a Blanco, a Reposado, or a Mezcal?
I like to sing the Reposado. Reposado, why don't you pour me tequila?
That's by the Igles.
It is.
The glaze?
Yeah, you know how there's Blink 182?
Yeah.
I miss you.
That is funny. I'll start the mezcal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like mezcal.
You like that
I
smoky
do.
tobacco
I do.
taste?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what I was going to start as well.
Yeah.
Really? So you guys like Palomas with the mezcal?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big mezcal fan. I like it
I figured you'd be a big Paloma guy with the grapefruit
It's
juice.
great. Yeah.
It's
It's
good.
fantastic.
I just can't
yeah.
do mezcal. Man. I feel like I took a drink of Bink. This smells like mezcal.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Look, believe me, I know. Like,
That guy's an idiot,
I'm
man.
surprised, Mac. I'm surprised you're saying mezcal because not many people do. It's
a
like
very
mezcal.
acquired taste.
I like that smoky. Yeah.
I do too. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Just to sip on with maybe a lime, maybe not. Just on some rocks, maybe it's neat.
Yeah.
I don't care. So I'll start the mezcal. I'll bench the Reposado, cut the Blanco.
I don't think I've had enough Reposado to know, so I'm going to cut it, but I'll bench the Blanco. I like them all, but I haven't had enough of the Reposado, honestly.
Start, bench, cut from the text line. One that doesn't break for the rest of your life. Washer, dishwasher, AC.
AC. I think that's the most expensive to replace.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you know it's coming. You're like, I set the house 72 and it's still 75.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
no.
We had it. We're like, it's gone.
I know what that
And
means.
gone. Air conditioning.
That
What
sucks.
were the other ones? The washer would be another one too. Because for my whole life, I pay for conveniences. I'm a sucker. Like I would pay more in rent to have a washer dryer in my apartment.
Yes.
When I was,
Oh,
younger.
yeah.
100%.
Okay, good.
I
I'm
don't
not the
own
only
a
one on
thong.
that.
What is this doing in here?
It was enough in college dealing with everybody's stuff. I just,
Just because this one's so funny and bizarre, we'll do one more. Start, bench, cut. A weekend with Binkley at a ski lodge. A weekend with Carrington at an all-inclusive. Or a bachelor party with Fescoe. After going to New York and getting this man away from his family, which is not a bad thing, you might want to go on a bachelor party with
Yeah,
Bob.
I would start that for sure. Bench Carrington, and I'm cutting
Binkley and
Binkley.
ski lodge would be kind of awesome.
Oh, I would start the Binkley ski lodge because it's
Really?
not me. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to do a bachelor party with
Just
myself.
yourself. That's fair.
All-inclusive with Carrington, you'd never see him. He'd be everywhere. Like he'd be
at other resorts thinking the all-inclusive carried over to every resort on the street.
He'd say, the one I'm at's washed.
Yeah.
This one's good. Binkley at a ski lodge. Hey, you see her go down the slope? You can only imagine what's underneath those clothes, right? And we're just sitting in the hot tub.
I don't want to see Binkley in a hot tub, though.
Oh, I'd die for that.
Juice all over the place.
Mezcal rules. Yeah, I can't do it, man.
It's an acquired taste, man.
I never acquired it.
No, most people don't. The amount of people that I know who actually like mezcal, 2 of the 3 are probably in this room.
Damn.
Hey, we'll get back to what was last night and the team that you've all been champing at the bit to see perform the way they did here on 96.5 The Fan. You're home for the Kansas City Royals.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Jack Caglione, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Weekday mornings starting at 6 right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
I'll tell you, my friends over at CertaPro are ready for you. And guys, you need to act now because there's only 10 days left where you can get 10% off your home painting project with my friends at CertaPro Painters. Take advantage of their spring sales event before May 15th. Like I said, that's 10 days left to take advantage of getting 10% off your home painting project. And if you've been putting off that much needed painting, don't wait any longer. CertaPro Painters provides a free estimate and they'll do it quickly and they'll get you that right price as well, and they'll have reliable communication throughout the entire process. These guys are top notch, and you want to save money, get the outside of your house looking good, the inside of your house looking awesome, CertaPro Painters is the way to go. And like I said, whether it's interior or exterior, they know how important your home is to you. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in Kansas City. So schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. It's CertaPro Painters.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens. You know me. I love doing golf things. I love talking golf, playing golf, and I love having Surfside iced tea and lemonade plus vodka on the golf course, and you can do it too this season. It's light, refreshing, made with real vodka and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. So this spring, look out for the brand new half and half variety pack featuring flavors like raspberry iced tea and lemonade, and oh yeah, blackberry iced tea and lemonade because there's no bubbles, no troubles. Cheers to hitting the fairways, and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
Have you been diagnosed with head or neck cancer? At Kansas City Proton Institute, we're delivering the future of cancer care with state-of-the-art proton therapy right here in KC. Proton therapy means increased precision, reducing side effects like dry mouth, difficulty swallowing, and the loss of taste as compared to conventional radiation. If you've been diagnosed, don't wait. Get your second opinion today and see KC's largest, most experienced proton therapy team. Visit kcpi.com. Kansas City Proton Institute, where you see the best in KC.
DQ presents the $7 meal deal, a delicious meal serving up serious value. We're talking 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and of course, a classic DQ sundae. Because come on, no meal is complete without a sweet treat. All for just $7. And now you can try it with the new honey sriracha dip. The DQ $7 meal deal, a satisfying meal full of big flavor for a great value. DQ, happy tastes good.
For all the things you have to do and places you need to be, let Uber take you there. Because you had just one more 3 rounds ago. Because the 5 a.m. flight seemed like a good idea at the time. Because check engine lights always appear at the worst possible times. And because parking downtown is a nightmare. Because there are nights out, airport trips, and car troubles in your area, there are drivers in your area. Uber. Request a ride today. Wait time varies. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-499-1424. 800-499-1424. 800-499-1424.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Lockridge, and I'm the host of a new podcast from Odyssey called Family Lore. In this podcast, I'm going to have people on to tell unusual and sometimes far-fetched stories about their families.
I've heard my whole life that she invented the margarita.
And then, we're going to investigate those stories and find out how much of it is true.
He gets a patent 1 month before the Wright brothers. Oh my God.
Please follow and listen to Family Lore, an Odyssey podcast, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows.
At Telly Tire, when it comes to car problems, we've heard it all. From tires to timing belts to faulty air conditioning. Ooh. At Telly Tire and Auto Centers, we've been fixing problems like these and customers' bad days for over 80 years. So relax and take it to Telly. Schedule your service at tellytire.com.
Today, expect rain showers with a high of 58.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
The Royals aren't back. Now we get to enjoy this superstar.
The 1-1. Caglione drills it high in the air, deep right field. His bat five with enough frequency that it isn't treated as rare. With enough frequency that it isn't treated as rare or a cumulative milestone. I'd love to know what the number is, though, man, because it does. It seems
that I went to the game and sat next to Alex, then with my friends Mike and Dara, and I looked at Alex. I'm like, this is crazy. I was like, his odds at a home run yesterday were plus 700. His odds at a home run tonight are plus 370. And he goes, yeah, it's the bobblehead night. I was like, there it is. And then, of course, like so, that happened. But man, oh man, being there, seeing the way the crowd reacted, seeing the way the offense kind of just showed up, and then seeing Michael Walker, there are so many different angles you could take from just last night's game. Is this what you envision this team to be?
Well, I think so. I think dominating starting pitching, good offense from your stars, solid defense, obviously, great play from Bobby. The bullpen takes care of business, and you get a win. Like, that's how you script it, and that's how it should have been scripted for the first month or so of the season, first 6 weeks of the season. You should have been scripted that way because they show you what they can do, and you've won 4 in a row, and you're like, damn, all right, now this is some really good baseball they're playing right now. Timely hitting. And really, it goes back to everything that took place in sports yesterday. Your stars were stars. And when your stars are stars, you win. You're not relying on Lane Thomas or that other guy that everybody talks about playing in the outfield. You're relying on Bobby and Salvi and Vinny and Cags. And all of those guys were productive last night. And your star starting pitcher, Michael Wacha, he was a star last night for you, gave you that opportunity to win. We saw on the basketball side of things last night. Why did the Knicks win? Well, their stars were stars. Jalen Brunson dropped almost 40 last night and hit that shot right before halftime that was absolutely remarkable. That was the end of the night for the Philadelphia 76ers. Why did the Minnesota Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards was a star last night when he needed to be a star off the bench, second leading scorer, 18 points, playing defense. Like, man, okay, when your stars are stars, you win. And last night, the stars were stars for the Royals, and that's the way it needs to be. It's not about Lane Thomas and somebody else that's running around the outfield. It's about your stars being stars, and when your stars are stars, you should win just about every single night out there.
Last night, Bobby Wood Jr. hit the home run and made the great diving play. We'll get the audio from Cleveland's announcer in a little bit here in just a second. Bobby Wood Jr., though, 1 for 4 with an RBI, kind of really set the tone with that home run.
Yeah.
Got everybody kind of back because Cleveland took a 2-0 lead, and then Bobby makes it a 2-1 game. Pasquantino gets a double, goes 2 for 4. Perez 1 for 4, also with an RBI. So Bobby, Vinny, Sal, all with RBIs, right?
Breaking news from Kurt Nelson about your bobbleheads.
Oh?
Okay. He's got a list. 5-1 record when they give out bobbleheads. Or 5-1 when they
Royals, Kurt Nelson, yeah.
Yep. Just the Royals. So on August 18th, 2012, Eric Hosmer did the Land of Haas bobblehead, hit a home run. That's the 6th time and 5th Royals player to hit a home run in their bobblehead game. Alex Gordon did it on August 10th, 2014. Vinny Pasquantino is the lone missing person there. They had his bobblehead June 1st, 2024. He did not hit a home run that day. Salvador Perez, July 9th, 2025.
Yep.
September 19th, 2025, another Salvador Perez bobblehead, another home run for Salvi, and then Jack the other night. So the only one is Vinny, that was the only time they lost. He hit a home run. I'm sorry, hit a home run and lost. The Royals are 5-1 when guys hit home runs and they win. So Vinny's the only game that they lost. So they should give out a bobblehead every night.
Doesn't Bobby get like 3 bobbleheads this year? Because I know he's got like World Baseball Classic one where he got the eagle on his bat and like the flag and all that stuff. So there's another one. Can't wait for that to happen.
You got to give one out every night.
So when there's a bobblehead and you want to be a degenerate, take the Royals to win and take whoever's bobblehead is to have a home run 2-leg parlay.
Yeah.
Looking at probably plus 800.
Yeah, 5-1 record. On their bobblehead nights, they hit a home run. The only loss was Vinny and the Pasquatch bobblehead night, despite the home run.
I think last night was why I say the team that you envisioned it to be, because the team goes when the guys go.
That's right.
When Vinny, Sal, and Bobby can participate at the top. And then you have Caglione who hits the home run that kind of really broke it open to start the party.
Yes,
it was kind of everyone was there for the bobblehead. The Royals had won 3 in a row. Bobby hits the home run. Cags hits the shot. And everybody's like, all right, let's get this started. And then just the side guy, the groupie, Nick Lofton, little nothing to it, 2-run single. Right? Gets the game, puts it over the top, gets everybody Hawaiian bros, and everybody's happy, and everybody had a great game last night. Fans, players, pitchers. But I don't think it can go without being, said. And I think Alex Gold has maybe the take of the year with the pitching staff. Michael Wacha might be the most underappreciated starting pitcher in baseball. He thinks he's the most underappreciated pitcher in baseball. And the way Michael Wacha has been dealing this year and leading this team in its pitching rotation has been great, because the flip side of giving Michael Wacha all his praise is we were then given the unfortunate news last night from Andy Rogers of MLB.com, the beat writer for the Royals, saying that Noah Cameron will not pitch tonight's game due to lower back tightness. Kolek will start instead. So the side conversation of that is maybe this might have been an issue all along.
Could have been.
I don't know that to be true, but I just know that Noah Cameron had like a 5.4 ERA. Didn't look like the Noah Cameron from last year, but to the credit to that, I will say that there's more video out.
Sure.
Not everybody's Paul Skeens, where you can watch thousands and thousands of hours of Paul Skeens pitch and then go out there and be like, I don't know what
nothing,
to do.
yeah.
Sorry, he's a
just
freak,
good.
dude. Yeah. But I think there's a little bit into that, and maybe with the time off or whatever, they can find some sort of kink in the pitching style of Noah Cameron to be like, hey, maybe you're tipping a curve, or maybe you're doing this. But either way, he'll be out of the game tonight with lower back tightness. I hope it's not severe. I always get red flagged and alarms go off my head when I hear anything sort of back related. Maybe Tiger Woods is ruining that for me. Maybe my sciatica that I blew is ruining that for me at the age of 33. I just get kind of goofy when I hear lower back. I hope he's going to be okay, but we know that tonight he will not pitch and Kolek will start.
Yeah, the back injuries suck for everybody because they just don't get better. I mean, the older we get, the worse it becomes. You hurt your back. How did you get hurt? I sneezed, right? So the back can do a lot for a lot of people when it comes to not being in the right spot that it needs to be. But, if he gets through the back injury, hopefully that's what it is. Maybe this is just a break for him, to give him that opportunity to kind of catch his breath, because he hasn't been great all season long. This was a guy that I advocated about trading in the offseason. They still should have traded him in the offseason. But I think this is kind of a little bit of like what maybe we thought we were going to see with Patrick Mahomes, where you had a whole offseason to get the video on him, and you thought you were going to be able to shut him down. Well, defensive coordinators still weren't able to do that with Patrick Mahomes. Maybe they got to Noah Cameron. Maybe they found something, because it only takes one little thing to ruin an entire season, from a pitcher or from a hitter standpoint. I was watching the Seattle broadcast the other day, and their announcer, Dave Valley, who played in this game, he said something to the effect of, well, the game plan against the Royals is just to pitch them high because they swing at every high strike. And for 2 games, they were pitching them high. Every pitch was high. Every batter was swinging at high pitches, and he was able to recognize that and get that kind of information. Imagine the information that other scouts are going to have in baseball when they watch Noah Cameron. They're like, dude, every time he throws a curveball, his glove's tilted to the side, or whatever it may be. People are paid to pick up on that kind of stuff, and maybe they picked up on that with Noah Cameron, and he needs to kind of change that and be able to kind of adjust on the fly and get better, because if they're finding out ways to start to hit him, he's got to find ways to adjust. Otherwise, he'll be selling insurance too.
Yeah. So the other thing I want to bring up is, because we did have a really good text earlier about how someone said that Mahomes had a not a good year last year, and then we kind of brought up the topic of, well, I think that you're holding Mahomes to the Mahomes standard, which is fine.
Yeah,
that's just the way life goes when you're that damn good at the sport. But also, I think the other thing that you can say is that he did have a good year, but we're blinded by what is normal success. And I think that we saw that last night when it came to Bobby Witt Jr., because the guy hit a home run, made a fantastic defensive play that I think was in the fact they still do it in the top 10 on SportsCenter. And not only that, but it struck a nerve in the opposing team's broadcast.
The pitch. Schneemann bangs one up the middle. Diving stop in center by Witt. Up throwing, he got him. Oh, what a play by Bobby Witt. The shortstop diving in center to rob Schneemann of a base hit. And oh, did he get to his feet in a hurry. Wow.
So my first thing is, I think we should play that for the manager tomorrow. and get his opinion and be like, this is the opponent's broadcast talking about your superstar at short. What are your words on that, Q? Obviously, he joins us tomorrow at 9 o'clock on
It's
a
why
Wednesday.
I love Tom Hamilton so much. He's the best. I mean, that's not his team.
No.
Think about that. Usually the opposing
that's
team,
his sport.
But that's his sport. That's his style. He's a big fan of everybody in baseball. He's a big baseball guy. Obviously, he wants the sport to have success. He knows who the great players are. And you owe it to your audience because even if you're in Cleveland and you're watching that play, you're going, whoa, right? You're having that same type of reaction. And back to John Sterling a little bit, some of the tributes that were pouring into him yesterday, he was, Susan Waldman was talking about it, his broadcast partner for all those years. And he was a guy that didn't have a mean bone in his body, and people would insult him all the time. He goes, I don't know. Why are people insulting me? What am I doing wrong? Why don't people like me?
Well, you're not doing it their way.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what it ended up being. You know, he's not in the Hall of Fame, and he attributes it because he didn't do it their way. He did it his way, and people don't seemingly like that. But what we were talking about was, him and watching these games and being an extent of the fans. And he says a lot of times people would call me a homer. And he would say, well, yeah, I'm a Yankee fan. I'm watching the Yankees play. You're listening to the game. You're a Yankee fan. I'm going to have that same type of emotion that you're going to have. And I think that's important. Look at Mitch. Look at the way that Mitch calls a game. How many of his calls have us reacting the exact same way that he's reacting? When he's yelling touchdown Kansas City, we're all screaming and yelling at the top of our lungs, and a big play, a big sack, and Mitch has got the call. We're all channeling. He's channeling that emotion of the fans. And that's what Tom Hamilton does in such a great way. It doesn't matter if you were an Indians fan or a Royals fan or a White Sox, whoever. You saw that play last night, and you had that same reaction that Tom Hamilton had. I mean, that's why he's the best.
It got everybody out of their seats.
And the pitch. High drive, right center field, going back to Veras. It is high, it is far, it is gone. Aaron Judge, a Judgian blast. Here comes the Judge.
What a beautiful home run call.
Feeling it on your neck? I love Michael K, man. Talk about knowing the moment, knowing the delivery, and knowing exactly what to do in a moment that you don't know that's going to happen.
That's the moment you don't know that it's going to happen.
And
you're
then
100% right. And he just went right into John Sterling. And I don't think people caught it right away because I was looking at X right after it happened. You know, I'm 2 minutes delayed with the box. So I'm on X, and nobody's there. Oh, Judge hit a home run. I'm like, did you guys just not hear him channel John Sterling?
And the pitch. High drive, right center field, going back to Veras. It is high, it is far, it is gone. Aaron Judge, a Judgian blast. Here comes the Judge.
It's just such a great call.
So good. What's that scene from The Office where Michael Scott's in the bar and squints his eyes and does the cheers?
Yeah.
Like that's that. That's the Jeter kid with the hat off.
That's the hat. Yeah, that is absolutely. It was such a good call in the moment. And again, it's baseball. Like, this doesn't happen in other sports. The bobblehead stuff that we're talking about. That right there. You know, all
Connor Griffin, 20th birthday, 20th MLB game, first MLB homer.
How does that happen?
I don't know. God.
Yeah. I mean, it's baseball. Like, no other sport lends itself to that. Now, no other sport is daily and has these type of moments and cares about these moments like baseball does too. I'm sure there's football stuff that we can find, but it's just amazing with baseball. Like, of all people to hit that home run too, Aaron Judge in the first inning. I know that I'm hard. Yeah. That's what the sport does. Those are the moments, man. No other sport has those romantic moments that people talk about for years. Did you guys know about this game that took place back in 1985? I had no idea about this game. I just tweeted
Royals
about
Cardinals?
it. No, that one everybody knows about that game, right? It was one of John Sterling's big moments. It was from 1985, and they call this the Rick Camp game. Did you guys ever hear of this Rick Camp game?
No.
I never did either until yesterday. Oh, my God. Look up the Rick Camp game. Read about this Rick Camp game, and you will be flabbergasted. It was a game that was supposed to start at 7. Didn't start till 9 because of rain. Then had a rain delay. Finished at 3:59 in the morning. Wow. It was 4th of July. Fireworks still went off at 4:01.
Oh, some Karen was pissed.
The game, the Braves went into the bottom of the 18th, trailing by a run or whatever it was. This guy, Rick Camp, is the only person they have left. He's a reliever. He's an .066 hitter. Hits the game-winning home run.
Wow.
Baseball.
Yeah. Something else that you can't get anywhere else but hockey.
Steve Simmons, Toronto Sun, for Keith. You talk about the due diligence that you did on John prior to hiring him and now hiring him. In the past, say 3 to 4 days, I have been in contact with about 20 people who work in the National Hockey League, many of whom are prominent names that we would all know. And of the 20 people I spoke to, one was supportive of John's hiring, and the other 19 thought it was a sham, to be perfectly honest. Words were used like con artist, liar, salesman. How did you come to a different conclusion that I was able to come to in a very short time?
I must have talked to different people.
That's it? Because the hockey world today is astounded by this announcement.
Okay.
And your response to that?
Is we've conducted due diligence, and it was deep due diligence. It was a thorough process, and I'm quite happy with where we've landed.
Sounds like it's going great for the Maple Leafs.
I don't even know what position they're hiring for.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, my God.
19 of the 20s said it was actually a sham. You have anything to say to that? I guess we talked to other people. That's it? I mean, sports. I'd love you.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I've been there, done that, though, man. Like irrationally mad at a press conference.
Hold his feet to the fire. I love it.
Yeah, didn't back down.
That's it. Talk to different
that
people.
guy won't be covering a game at that place ever again.
How come my credential says it's not accepted? There's a reason for that.
You got the Bob Fescoe and Rhonda Moss treatment, sir. I mean,
and God, Fescoe. He didn't need the credential.
No. But not every hire is great. I mean, we've seen hires where everybody rolls their eyes and like
Todd Haley.
Yeah. But that one,
Romeo Cornell.
Okay, the Todd
Mike
Haley,
Matheny.
The Todd Haley one, I'll tell you, I'll give you the exact reasons. They thought they had Mike Shanahan signed.
Oh, that's
Pioli
good.
told me that. We had Shanahan. We thought he was going to be the coach. And then he turned us down. It was the middle of February. Okay, Todd Haley, fine. Who was the next one that you said? Romeo Cornell. Nobody else wanted the job. Literally nobody else wanted the job at that point in time, so they had to give it to him. And who was the third one you said? Mike Matheny?
Yeah.
He was always targeted early. That was a bad hire.
It was their GM hire, John Chayka. They also hired a senior executive advisor, but John Chayka is the controversial hire.
Why? Do you know who that is?
I'm doing research right now.
Okay, good. Because I never heard of that guy. But that was a brilliant press conference, man. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Why did you hire this guy? Like, this guy's been hired by everybody in the league and has failed everywhere he goes. How does he keep getting jobs? I'm glad somebody finally asked it, because every sport has that grifter.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Coming up on the other side, we do a full circle moment to end the show here on a Tuesday on 96.5 The Fan. You're home for Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Carter Jensen, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, weekday mornings starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Golden Oak Lending are going to save you a boatload of cash. They have done that for us over the years, and they have been kind of a lifesaver for us. We all go through that time in life where things get out of control, man. Home repairs, college tuition, weddings. All of a sudden, you're looking at your bills, and you're going, I don't know what I'm going to do. Call Golden Oak Lending and take that free mortgage checkup, because when you take that free mortgage checkup, then Golden Oak can get to work to find out if they've got a great low rate for you and how they can help you save money every single month. The average cash out customer with Golden Oak Lending saves $1,104 per month. And when you refinance with Golden Oak Lending, get this, you go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment. So you could refinance with Golden Oak Lending in less than 2 weeks and be ready to go and not have to make a mortgage payment till the end of summer. So you want to take that free mortgage checkup now. It is simple. You'll never pay for anything up front. No paperwork, no credit card required. It's just a free conversation where you do all the talking. 913-890-GOLD. That's 913-890-GOLD. And let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
You love your land. During Kubota Orange Days, you'll love all the great deals.
With versatile compact tractors, professional-grade mowers, and durable utility vehicles, Kubota equipment can help you turn dream projects into reality. Kubota Orange Days is here, and so are the best deals of the year. Now through June 30th, get select compact tractors with 0% financing available or save up to $5,500. Sale ends soon. Go to KubotaOrangeDays.com or stop by your local dealer for more information.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Mia from the Winnings Desk. Every Missouri lottery ticket helps support Missouri public education. Over $8 billion and counting. I was going to list every school, but yeah, there's over 2,400 of them. See the full list at molottery.com/education. Play it forward and play responsibly.
It's time to spring into deals at Lowe's. Freshen up your yard with Stay Green Premium 2 cubic foot mulch. 5 bags for $10. Then get what you need to keep clothes, food, and dishes fresh with up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on select laundry pairs. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. When your day needs a reset, try the all-new energy refreshers. Strawberry acai, mango dragon fruit, or the all-new mango strawberry. The refreshers you love, now with extra caffeine. New energy refreshers only at Starbucks.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. When your day needs a reset, try the all-new energy refreshers. Strawberry acai, mango dragon fruit, or the all-new mango strawberry. The refreshers you love, now with extra caffeine. New energy refreshers only at Starbucks.
All right, you were doing some research during the break, Mac, about this guy that they hired up in Toronto to be the general manager of the team that caused that press conference to kind of go off the rails a little bit. And I can understand why the press conference may have gone off the rails a little bit up there in Toronto. What did you find out by putting on your detective hat?
Yeah, you do a little deep dive on this guy, John Chayka. So he was hired by the Arizona Coyotes back in 2016 to be their general manager. The youngest general manager hired in the NHL, just 26 years old.
Wow.
When he was hired to be the Coyotes GM. He was their GM for about 4 seasons. Also, I did some interesting deep dives there because you asked a good question, like, how did he even get that job? Because he was 26. He hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
He was a college student. He injured himself. I'm now finding out at 19 years old, he was trying to be a professional hockey player, hurt his back, as we've talked a lot about back injuries today. And he came up with his own sports company, Stathletes, basically implementing analytics into the game. So you would not like this guy, Bob. But yeah, it was a still developing market, and he basically created a hockey-like analytic app or something, or some sort of sports company. Anyways, found himself as the GM in 2016 as the Arizona Coyotes for 4 seasons. They made the playoffs, and then in 2020, a week before the playoffs started, he resigned. And everyone was like, what the hell? Why is this 30-year-old who's seemingly kind of rebuilt this struggling franchise resigning? Then it comes out that he has held illegal workouts with players. He's trying to, he's courting with other jobs while he still is under contract with Arizona. And it comes out that he reportedly treated Shane Doan. I don't know if that's a player or a, I don't know who that is. I believe that is a player. That is a very famous and maybe future Hall of Fame. And now I'm seeing Arizona Coyote apparently treated him very, very, very poorly as well. With some verbal confrontation. So this guy has a bunch of controversy. Yeah, has been out of the league for 5 seasons.
And there we go. That's the smoking gun right there. He's been out of the league for 5 years and was hired to be the GM of one of the more storied franchises in sports.
Yes.
And so people have what's he been doing for the last 5 years?
Well, him and his wife, Catherine, own 50 Wendy's and 5 Tim Hortons.
There you go, sir. This is a Wendy's. This is a Wendy's, sir. He's owned 50 Wendy's and 5 Tim Hortons. That's what he's been doing his life. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, he's been out of the league for the last 5 years.
Jay battle it off on a golf course?
No, because is LeBron good at golf?
He is getting better. He has picked up the game because we know that retirement is, and have these guys do it because everyone's like, oh, MJ versus LeBron. I've always wanted to see like the two at the same time, both in competitive ways. Now, Jordan slightly under a 2 handicap.
I was going to say LeBron's got to get a lot better at golf before that interests me. Because I just think Jordan, like I picture LeBron and I've with Fescoe and you guys sit there and drink beer. You know? Like,
I'm kind of like
that kind of thing.
Do I want to watch Bob and Dusty golf? I'm like,
Sorry,
Bob, I love you, but no, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. That's not that interesting. I'd still like to see him play basketball. I mean, LeBron's 41 now. I mean, I know how Jordan is in his 60s, but my God, he still looks like a physical specimen out there. I think that would be a lot of fun. Once LeBron retires, the two of them playing a game one-on-one.
Could you think I would? Or a game of knockout, maybe? A Legends game of knockout.
Yeah. I could see that more than horse.
That's your NBA All-Star game.
Yeah. Get Larry Bird, Allen Iverson.
They'd probably want Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, absolutely, Isaiah Thomas because he's around.
But
he's
I don't
want
to see. I don't care about any of those folks. I just want to see LeBron versus Jordan. So, like, give me a one-on-one game. We don't have the debates, with everybody else. Like, Larry Bird just looks like he's too old to go out there. Does Larry Bird smoke too? He looks like he just smokes heaters.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think for my money I want to see it. I just want to see LeBron versus Michael. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, Michael would not do that.
You don't think he would?
No, because he'd get his ass kicked.
Do you think so?
He's in his 60s.
I know, but
LeBron's the top.
He's the most competitive guy on planet Earth.
Now, this is awesome. Because you know how they always had the match, and it kind of Holmes versus LeBron and Brady.
Well, that'd be good.
Hell yeah.
But again, the LeBron,
It'd be over after 9.
Great on golf either, though. But he's getting
like
better.
I think he's like an 8 handicap.
Is he?
Yeah,
okay, so he's getting better. Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
He's got a pretty big course right his back.
It's not something I want to watch quite yet. Give him 5 more years, of actually playing the game. I think I want it to be competitive. I don't want it to be a sideshow.
Because if you want to see LeBron on a golf course, and I know that I'm heavily biased towards this feed, but Bob does sports. Robbie Berger, who I tell you from the same high school your family went to, right? Or your sister. And he had LeBron on his channel for an episode, and it was awesome. And Mac's like, I hate it. Yeah, they just go out and play 18 holes and hang out with Bobby Berger, who's one of the most hilarious.
How was LeBron, though?
The athletic gene where it's like he can learn and establish and correct.
I hate that guy.
Of course, yeah, dude. Exactly. Of course.
And I'm not surprised. He's going to be awesome once he's done playing basketball.
Yeah, I guess you could have Steph Curry and Tom Brady versus MJ and Patrick Mahomes.
That's not either.
Because he'd be 40. He'd still kind of be in that golfish prime.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, he's a near scratch golfer. Yeah. Handicap of .ly.
Yeah.
What's what's Scotty Scheffler's handicap?
It's a plus.
It is.
That means he's below.
Yeah.
He's in the bottom of the group like the
That's
Tom
what I'm asking.
Yeah, but like I would assume that most of them are. I mean, Paige Spiranek, who I enjoy, she's a plus.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Scheffler revealed in August 2024 that his handicap was adjusted to a +7.
Oh, jeez.
From a +5.
Yeah, he says that he has to give his friends when they play fun tournaments together, like when they just go out as guys.
I wouldn't play with that guy.
He gives them 24 strokes and still wins.
Yeah, it's not enough.
+7 is nuts.
What would you think about a 30-stroke lead, 40-stroke lead, maybe?
That'd be way too much.
Yeah.
I would just say you'd have to give me 36.
To a hole.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
nuts.
because he's going to birdie. I may not even birdie a hole. Like he'll have more. I'll have more double bogeys than he does birdies. Because where am I playing from? From his tee box? No. He gonna play from mine? All right. He's never getting the driver out.
Yeah.
He can just carve the entire day up with his irons, and he's just the best iron player on the tour. So, full circle moment for you, McDonald's. Done. 2032. No more self-serve.
Carrington's not happy.
No, McDonald's.
I love it.
Coca-Cola machine where you can
Dude,
select anything is great.
Freestyle. That's what they
The
call it.
freestyle, yeah.
Yeah, they had I think my favorite soda. I haven't had a soda in so long. They had cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, that's
Mother of
I
pearl.
have it every time.
Hello, America.
Cherry
one.
vanilla Dr. Pepper.
It is so
It's
damn
so good.
good.
Hello, America.
And we snuck in Mr. Goodson sandwiches.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Man, no more self-serve. Next thing you know, they're going to take away our little ketchup packages that you get one drop in and it just falls apart. Ketchup tastes better out of those. I'll die on that
those
hill.
little white thing. Yeah, I think so too.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, go support your McDonald's now. They're going to pay people to fill up your soda.
And buy a soda at Hawaiian Bros.
Yes.
Bob Fescoe, Mac Morey, Dusty Likens. Go do something nice for somebody today. You never know. Change their day, their week, their month, their year. It is simply cool to care. Kansas City, stay kind, stay safe, stay dry. But most importantly, stay you. You're important. You matter. That's all that matters at the end of the day. We'll talk to you tomorrow on a Wednesday with Mac Cotrero and Juice everywhere, Binkley as well. Have a great Tuesday.
That guy's an
Happy
idiot,
Cinco de
man.
Mayo.